voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
Blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
And I'll say, but hey, boo, how you doing? Welcome to the dollhouse. I don't think I've ever seen you up here. Welcome to the dollhouse, hey. Girl, I'm in New Orleans, girl. It's a time already. And I got here at 8:30. Hold on. Sexy Boca, what's up? Diva Kiki, what's up? Shannon Waller, what's going on? Good morning, boo. Mm-hmm. Tracy Tay, hey, boo. She said, good morning, boo. And Chad just had my coffee and I'm ready to juice. Yes, absolutely. Where I was. Armory, what's going on? Grand Rising Dogs, brand new Sherelle, what's going on? Shannon Waller, what's up? Yeah, just what I need while I'm at work. Girl, let's get into it. First of all, look, I had this mess because I was traveling, but I don't care. I'm about to get up here. I'm about to let y'all see because I got to see, but I got to see. You know what I'm saying? So I look a mess, excuse me, but I did want to get on here and talk about this situation. Now, let me just say this. Oh, wait, they got more comments. Hold on. Girl, I missed all them comments. Hold on. What's up, Dr. DZ? Hey, hey. Good morning from Portland, Oregon. Okay. Hey, Diva. Okay. Risa, how you doing? Steph, what's going on? I ain't see. I'm on the phone. I ain't never went live on my phone, y'all. So I can't see how many people in here. All I could see is me at this point in these comments. Starboard 1988. I'm sorry. What's going on, Shannon? What's going on? Simply Naomi. Hey, girl. Good morning. Yes, Steph, I'm sick of them too. You have no idea. I'm just over it, and that's what we're gonna talk about too in just 2 seconds. LaDonna, hey, how you doing? How you doing, girl? Where was I, girl? This phone, girl. Who else up in here? Christian, hey, boo. Gladys, how you doing? QT, what's up? Tanya Phillips, hey, boo. Equal love, what's going on? Love your channel. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, girl. Listen, it's a lot. This this YouTube shit is not for the week. I'll just say that. Hold on. Bougie Barbie, what's going on? Marshall. Hey, I was just listening to you. Are you the person that be sending me the cash apps to do reviews? Because I can't respond to you on cash app. If anybody who would need to get in touch with me, the easiest way is either the Discord or sorry, these people throw me off. The Discord or Instagram. That's where I be. That's why I bees and be replying and all of that stuff. I was just listening to you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for coming in through Twitch. That's big. Yay. Oh, thank you, Bougie Barbie. Let me see who else up in here. Thank you, QT girl. I've been traveling, girl. I was up 3 o'clock. I went to bed at 1 and got up at 3. So you already know. Star P, hey girl, sending love from Canada. Okay, all right, hey girl, how you doing? Tracy's cake, naturally be. Oh, thank you, boo. Who else up in here? Girl, I ain't got no makeup on or nothing. I'm over here looking crazy, but it is what it is. Because this message is it means more than. Girl, I be forgetting I'm in New Orleans. This message means more than my appearance at this point. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Neff, girl, you live? I'm at work, but I'm here. Yes. Natasha, good morning from Detroit. Okay, I love my Detroit people now. Hey, Cherise. Hey, Denise from Boston, Mass. No, that's not you who's sending me the messages. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. Girl, X Twitter, Tracy say, girl, I don't know what they talking about. Michelle, hey. She said, good morning, everyone. Just queening around. I like that name. I finally caught it live. Hey, yeah, girl, this is impromptu. Hey, Janelle, is that how you say your name? And Tanya Phillips. Oh yeah, go to all my dogs. Yeah, all right. Good morning to all my dogs. Y'all look, like the video when y'all come in here because I want a lot of women in here so we can discuss some things. Let me just say this. As it pertains to the Keke Palmer thing, in my opinion, I'm looking at this Manosphere thing happening, And it's not that even I don't like it because I expect that from these numbnuts. What I'm concerned about is black women and their mental health and even entertaining these numbnuts. Because this is what's going on. As we can see from recent events, the brother then came out and tried to make it seem like it's a Keke Palmer situation. I'm sorry, the mama that came out and said no issue. You got all these dusty manosphere ass niggas over there. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's women. She must have did this or she didn't do that. And even other black women, that be the one that get me. See, how many times do I tell y'all niggas gonna niggas? So I expect that. You know what I'm saying? But when I get it from the women, that really touches me. Like one girl was like, "This ain't none of our business." Bitch. But if somebody was busting your head upside the doggone wall, you don't want somebody to help you. That's what I be talking about. That's what I be talking about. Um, oh, I can't do my New York up in here, but hey, y'all, skincare with Ayada. Is that how you say your name? Oh, hey, good morning from New York. Love your accent. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I can't do my New York in here because they're gonna be thinking something wrong with me. I don't want to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I normally would do it. Yolanda, what's going on? Watching from Little Rock. Okay. Look, I hope she press charges too, because this is ridiculous. Girl, T, this one I'm trying to get up here and tell y'all. She said, I'm tired of voodoo. These niggas keep making us different. Like I said, there's only one thing. Yes, it irked the hell out of me. There's only one thing you can guarantee from a nigga. It's the nigga. My thing is, we got as black women, we got to start understanding that that's what that's what a lot of these niggas already hate their mamas at the beginning of the day. A lot of them already hate their mom. They are taking out whatever love, lack thereof, or attention that they didn't receive from their mammies on other black women. That's just what it is. And the problem is a lot of black women are internalizing this stuff from these niggas who gonna die alone. And that's a fact. The ones who telling you you're gonna die alone, they gonna end up like worm food. And I just don't want us to get consumed in that because this is what we know. There's photos. There are photos of what happened. You can't dispute facts. You can dispute truth all you want. This is weird, my head. You can dispute truth all you want. You could take truth and flip it all kind of ways. You can have the truth, my truth, your truth, whatever, whatever. But you can never dispute facts. And the thing is, with the photos that's out, you can tell that there's some physical abuse. And I don't know if I caught it last night or this morning, girl. I almost missed my plane trying to put this video out. But look, the mama had said that they had been doing that since like for like a year. And I just feel like, it's ridiculous because she didn't say nothing. And hey, Queen, she didn't say nothing. And then you got people like, oh well, she should have did this or she should have did that. How if you've never been in a situation like that, you don't know how you gonna react. It's easy to say what I would have did, you know what I mean, and not be in the situation. It's easy to say, oh, if I was in a car wreck, I would have did X, Y, and Z until you actually get in a fucking car wreck. That's why I don't listen to these manifest girls, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't listen to them. Do not listen to them because they're miserable. They are victims. These are not men. These are not men. These are boys. That's what these are, boys. Y'all like the video. These are boys. They're not men. They're little boys trapped in male bodies. Not even men bodies for some of them. They little boys. Hold on. They little boys trapped in. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to fix my hair, girl, so I can get comfortable. But they're little boys trapped in male bodies. They still are stuck at whatever age their mama neglected them. And what I'm saying is, yes, Steph, they are demons as well. Killer said, Black men has oppressed mind state. They are always a victim in their mind. We all know who they are. Exactly. You ain't gonna never when it comes to the victim Olympics, niggas gonna be in front in first place. And this is the thing. These are the same men who talk about high value men and all of this and all of that. When y'all can't even do the regular boy stuff, let alone male stuff. It's just like it's ridiculous. And I feel bad for Kiki and for women like Kiki because I know it took a lot for her to come out and finally say something because that girl got a baby with that boy. And if he round up threatening to unalive himself, that's that mental manipulation that they be doing. You know what I'm saying? That's that mental manipulation that they be doing. Hey, Empress. Hello, everybody. Call it live. Yeah, this is impromptu because I want to get up here and talk to my women. But I'm trying to tell us we got to protect our peace. You know what I mean? And 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 also too, let me say this. QT Porter said people move in their own time. When she had enough, she filed her restraining order. She probably tried to give him a chance because I could see him crying and saying sorry. They said he was writing there saying he was going to unalive himself. So I know he was mentally manipulating her. Like, oh, you better not. You know what I'm saying? If you leave, I'm gonna do this. Or if you leave, you gonna break up the family with the child. And then they say he was a red pill girl. That's another thing. When you see a nigga use one manosphere talking point, run the other way. Do not, don't pass go, don't pass $200. Just go, just go. I remember I met this dude and we were talking. I don't know if he asked me what I bring to it was one of them manosphere talking points, and I immediately shut it down. I was like, oh hell no. He threatened her when he brought up seeing the sun. She may have to get the drop on him first. I have a couple friends out here on some Eve love is blind. Girl, it's more and more info. Yeah, they say she got granted the restraining order, so that's good. That was amazing that she got granted the restraining order. And you know what else I want to say? Because I'm gonna let y'all come up because I want to hear some stories from y'all because I've been a victim of domestic violence. And let me just say this. Everybody say, oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But black women in 2023, we can't have it both ways. We can't say that the Krishan Rock and Blueface incident is cool or cute and then turn around and be like, oh my God, justice for Kiki. We can't go around, you know what I mean? Like, certain things is just one way down the line. And yes, he is a bitch ass nigga here. But you can't do that. You cannot go around um just basically doing whatever it is you want to do and applauding the bullshit. That's what I'm talking about. To see that whole Krishan Rock stuff, the reason I go in on Krishan so hard is because I know she has a huge influence on young children. I know this to be a fact. And it bothers me that I know there are a lot of young girls who gonna think that shit is normal. Bad enough, there's a whole bunch of them already thinking that shit is normal. And she gets up there and do all of that shit, her and Blueface fighting and acting a fool in the doggone thing, putting out sex tapes and all of this. And it's just like you are setting the wrong example, not even for the little girls, but for the men too, the so-called men. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's why I go hard on her. I'm not giving her no sympathy because this is my thing. I don't care about Krishan Rock. I care about a generation of young girls. So when people get up there, oh, give her a chance, give her a chance, fuck her. To be honest, fuck her. I don't care about no Krishan Rock. I swear to God, I don't. Not a fiber in my being gives a damn about Krishan Rock. But I understand the imagery and how that affects these kids. And we at the Keke Palmer thing, and because thank God Keke Palmer is a fan favorite, because if she wasn't, they'll be dragging her. You know how black people is. If she wasn't a fan favorite, they'll be dragging her right now. But thank God she's a fan favorite, and people having her back. But I'm saying that to say like you can't have it both ways. You can't promote it on one end and then condemn it on the other end. Because again, there's a whole generation of young girls watching, but neither here nor there with that bullshit. I'm saying this, it pertains to Kiki. I'm so glad she got her restraining order granted. I don't want to put up the photos of the fight because I'm already on probation, child, and I don't want no smoke. I don't get on probation till December 31st, baby. I got to tread light. But exactly, Sharice. Exactly. Queen Keith, this the crazy part. We not gonna get no good role models. Oh no, or no good examples. You know why? Because the bullshit is incentivized. We are so impoverished financially that we would literally do anything for money. When you hear Sukiana say why she do the nasty, dirty, cheesy dog fuck shit she do, what's the first thing she say? Well, I want to take care of my kids. So, bitch, you trying to tell me you gotta put your pussy all over the internet to take care of your kids? Like, it's insanity. And that's another thing. Not everybody has proof. Thank God she got that camera in the house. And you know what's crazy? When I had my apartment before I bought my house, I had the camera inside my house. It came with my cable, but I got rid of the cable. And I'm like, wow, like I had to think about it. I was like, I don't have no cameras in my house. But thank God she had the cameras in her house because we would have never knew. And they would have been dragging the girl saying she lying, she lying, she lying, like they was before until she put the receipt out. And this is the worst part. Even after the receipt, they still dragging. They still dragging. And that's another thing too. Let me address this. The Steve Harvey thing, because I see that. It was a whole bunch of people saying she should have listened to Steve Harvey. She should have listened to Steve Harvey. I don't think I could share my screen on the phone. Hold on, let me see. No, I don't think I can share my screen on the phone. But in the Steve Harvey video, in the Steve Harvey video, he was trying to tell her that he wanted to hook her up. Let's start here first. Steve Harvey is not the person to be hooking nobody up, nigga. You can't hook yourself up. Quiet as a cat. You on your 8th marriage, nigga. You can't hook me up with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Um, hey Desiree, greetings, dog. Thank you, baby. Hey, how you doing? That's another thing. We gonna get there. But look, he want. Oh, I'm trying to hook you up with somebody. First of all, nigga, I don't need your help because you don't have a good track record. Surely with the strawberry letter. Okay, can we talk? You know what I'm saying? But then, um, after I peel back the fact that I don't like him, and I peel back the fact that he can't hook me up with nobody, I listened to what he was saying or trying to say. And if y'all get a chance, I can't play it on here because I can't share my screen on my phone. But if y'all ever get a chance, do me this favor. Let me see. Can I flip this around? No. If y'all ever get a chance, do me exactly. Do me this favor. What he was saying was a woman of your caliber don't need to be fishing at the bottom of the pond. You need to be sport fishing out there in the ocean. He was saying was you're trying to go get these nutting ass niggas. I'm just gonna put it in layman terms because that's how I hear shit. I hear shit in layman terms. Y'all like to lie. What he was trying to say is you over here trying to play in the mud, roll around in the mud with these pigs when you are a goddamn gazelle. You a lion, bitch. You need to leave them pigs in the mud. They are beneath you. He said, now I will say if he has a plan and he's working toward it, that's a whole other situation. But in these situations, he was talking about her dating these nobody ass nothing ass niggas. He was right. He was right because like I put in my video. Hey, how you doing? Like I put in my video. Um, there could have been a huge element of jealousy there because she's successful and he's not, and he's supposed to be the man and he's supposed to be successful. It happens every day. Every single day that happens between black men and black women because black women are excelling. The black man want to be taken care of, but he don't want to be emasculated. So what does he do? Oh, okay, well you should still treat me like a man and cook for me and do. Nigga, what? I agree with him on that. She should not be fishing in Sierra from Love and Hip Hop. Another one. Who else? Go get them bum ass niggas. All these black women go get these bum ass niggas and then try to dust them off and make them to us seem like they something until Mad Day. Now I'm not talking about Keke in this situation, but what I'm saying is if she has somebody with a little bit more ambition, if she was dealing with somebody who had a little bit more ambition and a little more to lose, I think the jealousy factor wouldn't be as bad. Queen Cache, that happened to me. My ex was mad. I was in college and I could get jobs. That's what listen, people don't understand that jealousy is very rampant in relationships. Not just men towards the women, but women toward men. I'm sorry, but in this situation, we talking about successful, well-to-do black women. Exactly. She is the employer. I think the world sees Kiki and Krishan as two different women. Unfortunately, so it's acceptable for Krishan to be out here fighting. But they regard them the same though, and they shouldn't. That's the point. They shouldn't be. You shouldn't like both of them the same. As a black, I knew black women was messed up and fucked up when we started embracing Sukihana, really sexy red. That's when I was like, oh my god, we are fucked. But then when Krishan Rock came along and I saw the masses of black women championing, I'm sorry, this girl, I said, we are fucked. There's no way. There is nothing Krishan Rock has in common with Keke Palmer. They don't match resumes. Krishan is not talented. Krishan can just fight. So how are we regarding these same two women? Kiki ain't never had no scandals, ain't never had nothing going on in the media up until this bullshit. How are we looking at Krishan and looking at Kiki in regarding them the same? It's no different. Like you don't want um very professional, very professional. Hey, say no to Dusty Struggle Love. Thank you across the pond. Nope, and that's why when they granted, they said she got sole custody too. They said she was granted the sole custody. But look, oh listen, let me tell you, when I seen Darius the first time, when remember I did a video, if y'all didn't see it, go look on my live. I did a video about Darius when he was talking about your mom and all that shit with um hold on, I'm gonna come back to this comment. When I seen her online, um when I seen him online, light skin with the good hair, I said, oh, the whole gonna go crazy. Black women, just like men think with their private areas, black women do that too. And we so desperate for a nigga, oh, especially a so-called handsome one. Oh, we'll risk life in them for that. And I believe that they are caping for him simply because he's attractive. Same reason why black women cape for Krishan, simply because she's attractive. And I'm just so proud of black women for caping for Kiki because Kiki is a dark-skinned black woman. Normally, that's not how that works. But just so happens she done kept her nose clean so long and been doing so good that she has a reputation that precedes her in a positive way, not a negative way. So shout out to Kiki. Is that me or is my hat crooked? Mm-hmm. I guess it's crooked. Oh, that's the wrong way. But look, girl, what is grandma? Look, so let me read this comment. Let's keep it real. Kiki was more concerned with the cute and light complexion more so than the character of the man. I don't know that to be true, J.M. Edwards. I can't say that. Now, I'm not gonna say colorism don't play a part in the mate she chose, but I can't say that she completely disregarded her baby, and everything just for the sake of having a light skinned child. I think that's unfair for us to say that. So I can't say that unless we've seen a track record of this. I don't think it's fair for us to make that judgment, and that's just to be honest. Now, I'm not saying that she ain't got no colorism traits, because they got lot of black people, men and women, who want to erase their dark skin. We know that to be fact. But I'm saying in this situation, I don't know that to be a fact, so I'm not going to say that. I think Kiki's in her 30s. She's a successful woman. She probably wants to settle down. And this is the first nigga who came in and gave her a whole bunch of attention and actually had enough time to just pay nothing but attention to her. And she fell. She fell for it. Listen, abusers don't jump out the window and be like, yo, I'm going to kick your ass today. No abuser jump out the window and start kicking your ass on the first date. That's just not how that works. What happens is they ease their way in it. And if you miss the subtle signs, which most of us do because we're not perfect, you miss the subtle signs. Hey, Bikini Body Challenge, if you miss the subtle signs, by the time you look up, you knee deep in it. You know what I mean? Thank you, say no to Dusty Struggle Love. He's very jealous. You can't tell me he's not jealous. When he said you're a mom now and talking about her dress, first of all, a confident man, he not worried about you going to put a certain dress on, girl. That man, and he like, oh my baby look good. She coming home though. A confident man don't give a Fuck about what you putting on when you walk out the door. It's the unconfident or the not confident men that have the issues because number one, they scared. They don't want to have to defend you. That's the beef. Number one, they don't want to have to defend you because they can't, or they're afraid that they can't. And then number two, they're not confident in the fact that you won't leave them for somebody better. That's why they police your clothing. That's why they police your clothing. Kiki is established and talented. Yes, she is. Chris Brown said the same thing you're saying about what G Power. I missed it. I had to get in the comments to see rock champions. Them women in my life and even all see that it's pure ratchet. Yep, I was surprised to see the windmills for C Rock girl, and I get it because I got to think about it from a psychological perspective. A lot of women attach themselves to familiar trauma, and when you attach yourself to familiar trauma, the rose-colored glasses go on. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Queen Cash, it's not that they compare her to Kiki. I was comparing her to Kiki because I watched everybody champion and bullshit around Krishan Rock and Blueface fighting like dogs in the middle of the street. Nobody said nothing about that. When they getting into it and she throwing stuff at his head and he got gashes in the back of his head, nobody don't say nothing about that. When he popping her upside the head, nobody don't say nothing about that. Everybody looks past that because they just like Krishan. But what I'm saying is I'm surprised that people were champion for Kiki as much as they champion for Krishan, and they shouldn't be champion for Krishan at all. She does not exhibit not one positive behavior, not one. And I don't care about the praying. I don't care about none of that. She does not exhibit one positive behavior. Yet black women as a culture, and I'm not talking about her per se. I'm talking about the way in which we are going as black women. And black women in our culture champion that shit. And that tells me, that gives me a window's eye, a bird's eye view and a window's view into what the mindset of black women are in 2023. And I don't like it. And I don't like it because we gonna be the ones raising our daughter. You know how like we black women, I know I'm 40. So 30s and 40s, we all complain about how our parents didn't do this and parents didn't do that and da 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 da. Do you understand the level of trauma that this generation's kids are gonna have? It's gonna be unmatched. Bad enough them 2000s kids, they kids is damn near Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger running around in the street, girl. But I'm talking about that generation coming behind them, unmatched. He get on my nerves too, Caramelly Mill. My baby daddy thinks because I have a good paying job always, he doesn't have to take care of his child. These men amazes me the way they process things. My baby daddy did the same thing. When we split up, when I was with him, I made him do it. But the moment we split up, he was like, I know she's straight. Nigga, what? But I ain't gonna make this about me. This is about Kiki. But you right on Blackness Journey. They are destroying the minds of young girls. They are going to think that this is no exact. That's the point. That's the point. That's the point. Queen Cash said Kiki is a good girl. Krishan is a crazy ass girl. Krishan is not a good person. I don't care what nobody says. A jealous man will ruin you and ruin himself in the process of trying to ruin you. And any person who's willing to ruin themselves have nothing to lose. They have, if they are willing to, it's one thing to be willing to take you down. But if they're willing to take themselves down, that's a whole nother thing. I know the restraining order is temporary, and to be honest, it's just a piece of paper. Most men, if they crazy enough, they don't give a damn about no restraining order. But it's something. It's a step in the direction to let me know she not gonna. Hopefully, not gonna wood. But it from the looks of it to me, she's not on that Krishan Rock and Blueface type shit. Oh, it's toxic, toxic, toxic. Back forward, back forward. You know what I mean? So I commend her for that because that imagery is what is needed in the world for these young girls. A lot of honestly, a lot of dudes will harm their kids to get back with a woman. Absolutely. A stay away order doesn't stop crazy. They need to be alert. Yep. He's not attractive, Queen. He's just a light skinned nigga who he looks like he's still 14 in the face, but he got a man body. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, y'all like the video, man. I don't think he fine. Who fine? Blueface or him ain't fine. Brand new Sherelle said that man is not my type. I struggle to see the fascination, to be honest. You know what the fascination is? Brand new. He light skinned. That's it. If he was dark skinned with the same face and the same body, he wouldn't get that type of yes. Girl, say no to Dusty Struggle Love. I hate to hear this for her. She does not deserve this, and he definitely did not deserve her at all. At all. Y'all like the video. The biggest problem is that the judicial system doesn't protect us women. They will throw the book at a man for abusing animals. This shit is sick as fuck. Exactly. Exactly. And that's another thing. Y'all need to start getting some pieces. And I don't mean the kind you put around your neck. I mean the kind you pull from off of your waistband. I got me a few. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? I got me a few. Girl, you seen the cryptic message, Caramelly Mel? The cryptic message was sorry son, I'll see you soon or some shit like that. Oh hell no. And I was watching Mims. Shout out to Mims. I had watched this live this morning when I got off the plane and got something to eat. And this boy got up there. I ain't gonna say his name, but me and him had a little run in before. But he got up there and was like, "Well, where's her father? Where's her brothers? Do you understand how many single mothers raise kids our age? How are we to know that she even have a father? And then furthermore, even if she had a father, a lot of women don't want to put their family at risk by involving them in the bullshit. I just hate ignorance. You know what I mean? And it's nothing to him personally, but it was just like certain conversations. If you're not a how do you say? If you're not informed enough to engage in the conversation, sit that one out, Fed. Sit that one out, girl. This been my motto my whole life. I stayed with me a little mild ugly guy. Kiki didn't know this guy long enough to have a baby with him. That's another thing I want to tell y'all. We have to selectively breed. No, 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 no. What's that girl name? Cynthia G type of shit. I would never tell you to abort no baby. I would never. That ain't my thing. What I'm saying is, get to know these niggas before you pop out a baby. Get to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because first of all, is he dumb? Is he stupid? Is my child gonna come out with an abnormality? Abnormality. I'm sorry, because this nigga had ADHD all the way up to he was 35. Like, get to know these niggas. Is he throwed off? Does he have a temper? Get to know these niggas before you have babies. So I agree with that. She was tired of industry men. She don't need to have an industry man. Why do we forget? And it's not to UG Power, but look, why do we forget that they have regular people who are not bums? Like white collar guys. You got, you know what I mean? Like even blue collar guys. To be honest, I always love me a man who works with his hands. Girl, I go give me one of them good, hard working, construction working ass niggas who can't live without going to work, bitch. Who pride themselves on being a man and fixing your car and making sure your house is that. Girl, that's the type of nigga I'm going to look for. I think she love him and he has a type. People have preferences. Yeah, but you gotta. Is your preference more than your health and your safety? Krishan is just relatable to the hood, but Kiki is an example of black girl magic, and she's paid her dues. Honey love, Krishan is not only relatable to the hood because they got a lot of black girls who not hood who grew up the same way and who behave. I'm sorry, not grew up, who behave the same way. That's a average black woman's experience. Hush it. It sucks, but it's true. It truly sucks. Tanya Phillips said no one deserves abuse at all. Hey Queen. Hey Queen. Blackness said, I'm happy Kiki removed herself from this. I would hate to see something happen to her. Exactly. Yolanda, hey boo, she said she needs to be careful. He seems unhinged. Very unhinged. Love bomber, yep. What's going on, Nikhil? Exactly, the gradual breakdown and love bomb and will apologize and repeat. Exactly. Exactly. She named that baby Leotis. That ain't matching with colorism because why she ain't named him Danny, Steven, or Max? Right. Is Leotis like her grandpa name or something? I always wonder where she got that name from. But it's cute. I mean, it's better than them doggone names these people. I'm trying to fix my head, y'all. It's bothering me. It's better than them doggone names these people giving their churn, naming them churn mountain and shit. Bitch, the child name Hurricane. Bitch, the fuck? Like, what the hell? Is it me? Where's going on? Shit, it might be just the camera. I don't know. Hold on. Girl, fuck this head. But look, girl, I ain't got no face on or nothing. But look, so yeah, Leotis, that might be an old family name. Opposites attracting don't have nothing to do with color, girl. Opposites attracting meaning personality, meaning energy. That's what that when people say opposites attract, meaning like for instance, me and my nigga. I'm well, he outspoken too, but I'm outspoken. But he's more controlled. I'm not. Like you know what I mean? He's better with money, or not money. He's better with saving money. I'm not. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Then he say his ex may have. That's what they said. They said that, and they said Kiki knew, and they said Kiki was like, "Girl, moving on." They sell your whole dream and attack you when you least expect it. Exactly. Hey, Key Facts. Hey, boo. Krishan is like a traffic accident where you're gonna slow down to see the damage. Yeah, that's true. I agree. I agree. At first, I was like, okay, he doesn't want people looking, but when I saw the video of him slapping her ass, I knew he really didn't care about what she had on. And listen, from the moment he put that video out there and was like, oh, the moment he put that video out there and he was like, you're a mom, I was like, that's some more controlling ass shit. Maybe I have that type of spidey senses or whatever. Girl, this thing ain't gonna. I don't know if it's gonna let me. Maybe if I put it on desktop view. Hold on. Let me see. Desktop site. Let me see. Oh no, I don't want to do it because then it might reload me and knock me off. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can invite y'all now. All right, go ahead on, girl. Go ahead on. All right. Who else on here? Let me see. What else y'all saying? I can invite y'all up here. I'm gonna drop the link because I want to hear what y'all gotta see. Girl, all right, we back at the okay. We at the desktop view. My opinion. Kelly said, "That's right, Voodoo Doll. My opinion, he was an opportunist from the start. I'm glad she took. Yes, I agree too. Listen, these niggas want to be taken care of like bitches, but they want to act like they the man in the relationship. That be the part that be bothering me. Uh. She said he looks like the worm from the things on Men in Black. I cannot. I hope that she gets far, far away from him. I tell you that. A lot of people that came up here. Let me drop the link because now I could do it. Invite guests. Copy the link. All right. And then, oh, thank you for the super chat, Kristen. She said, "Girl, I didn't know you was coming on today, but we jumping Kiki baby daddy." Absolutely, girl. What you mean? But nah, this is an impromptu live. I wasn't supposed to be coming on. Let me see how I put something in the chat so I can drop the link. Hey, Voodoo and Dollhouse. It's a sad situation that meme is going through. Though I'm glad she has enough courage to leave now. I'm glad she has that. I'm glad she has the courage to leave, and I'm glad she has the support of us because we have been making me scared lately. We have been making me very, very scared lately. I'm not even gonna hold you. I am not gonna hold you because I was like, Lord have mercy, black women about to drag this girl. I'm trying to see how I can drop the link, yo. Nope, comment. I don't know if it's gonna let me drop the link, yo. Cause it's not. Hold on. Go to the live comment. Post a comment. Boom, found it. This is my first time going live on here, y'all. My bad. All right, here go the link. I want y'all to come up. And this is a safe space, no judgment. If y'all come up in here with that bullshit, I'm telling you right now. What the fuck did I just do? How you post it? Did it come up? Yeah, there you go. If y'all come up here with that bullshit, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be hell and high water. I ain't for it today. Don't come up here disrespecting nobody. Everybody, this is a safe space. If y'all want to come up and say what y'all got to say, I'm really curious to hear what y'all think about this. Keelan say my therapist did tell me when I was in my abusive relationship that it takes about I can't see that it takes about 7 times to actually leave. And those are facts. That's another thing. I hear all these motherfuckers talking about, oh, she should have did this. Oh, she should have did that. Why she ain't do this? Why she ain't do that? Shut the motherfucker up. If you ain't never been in no situation like that, shut the fuck up, please. Because you don't know what you're talking about. You literally don't know what you're talking about. Like you again, like I said, I've been in that situation, so I know. And what I know is it switching? Yeah. What I know is um it's easier said than done. That's all I'll say. Happy Friday, Anita. Let me just flip this thing back because I thought I was gonna be able to. All right, y'all. I dropped the link if anybody wants to come up. If not, but yeah, I didn't like that. I'm trying to look through the comments. No, hey, Caramel Mail. No, it didn't give me a hard time. I privated the video when I got off to edit it because see, I'm so paranoid now. I'm so paranoid now, girl. When I be getting off the live, I be trying to think about what I said, what I did before I posted because if I'm still on probation, girl. I be I'm terrified. You hear me, bitch? Like I'm scared. You know, you ever see somebody with PTSD, bitch? I got YouTube prison PTSD, bitch. I'm scared. So I had to private it, look at it a little bit, make sure wooty wooty wham wham, because then also I was afraid of all of that content I was sharing. I didn't know if I was gonna get flagged or copyright strike or you know what I'm saying. So I just had to go back and make sure we was good, and then I put it back out. So my bad, y'all. I know I think that who that was said they was watching it in the chat. I forgot. My bad. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, Philly John. Triggered and trigger topic. I'm just here to listen. Stay dangerous, ladies. Let me see what else to say because I can't see it from this way. Stay dangerous, ladies. These men are crazy. I get it. I absolutely get it. But yeah, it's sad though. It's really, really sad because oh, thank you, baby. You tried to join. What happened? What it said? Let me see. Let me see if y'all in the background. Hold on. I never did this from here, so y'all gotta bear with me. Yes. Oh, I don't see nobody back here. Hold on. Uh, it don't show me that nobody tried to come up. It might be doing that because I'm on this phone. Did you like the documentary Flawless Gym? I listen. I've watched that documentary like 4 times. It's so much to unpack in that documentary. Matter of fact, we gonna do a watch party. Fuck it. We gonna do a watch party. I'm gonna do a documentary watch party on 1965, the Southern Negro. If y'all missed the live yesterday, y'all gotta go see it. I only touched on like a snippet of that damn documentary. That documentary was off the chain. Thank you, Steph. I know Darius hated when Kiki was getting all those compliments. Oh, that's that jealousy. That's that jealousy. All right, I'm about to post it again. Let me see. Let me see. It might be doing this because I'm on this damn phone. I put it on the desktop view. Copy it again. Where's redirecting you to, girl? Hold on. I'm gonna drop it one more time. If they don't let me, and I didn't even bring my laptop, but I wouldn't get on this Wi-Fi anyway. But I'm gonna post it again. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think I messed it up. Hold on. Don't use that link. Hold on. I think when I'm trying to post it, I'm messing it up. Invite this. No, that one should try that one, but I'm gonna do it again. Hold on. Oh, I see a guest back there. Okay, here we go. Okay, okay, okay. Add to the stage. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm working it. I'm working it. Add to the stage. Add to the stage. All right, that link worked. What's going on, y'all?
Hey,
Hey,
Voodoo.
baby. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning.
Good
Somebody
morning.
got a
Somebody got
There
a
you go. There you go.
echo.
Hey everybody. Hey everybody.
If you got me
If you
playing in
got
the
me playing in the
background, turn it
background,
down
turn it
or
down
mute
or
it
mute it
because it's putting the
because it's
echo
putting the
back.
echo back.
I think it's
I think
coming
it's coming
from.
from.
I can't see
I
the
can't
name of
see the
your
name of your
thing on here.
thing on here.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Flip it that way.
Flip it that way. You get back.
Whoever this is
Whoever
at the
this is at
bottom
the
next to the
bottom next to the
guy,
guy,
it's your
it's your
it's your
it's your
background
background
playing.
playing.
I'm
It's
gonna mute
mine.
I'm
you.
gonna mute.
That's better, y'all. Yeah, that's better. All right, yeah, I'm
Yes,
gonna
that's
mute you till
better.
you talking, then I'm gonna unmute. All right, cool. What's going on? Who we got first? Whoever wanna go first. I can't see.
I'll let the ladies go first, but I got something to say.
Okay.
You can go first, young man.
Okay. Well, doll, just coming onto your channel. I think your channel was wonderful, and last night you took it to another level on I guess about waking people up and how it really is
Mm,
out here. So I just wanted to congratulate and say I think you're doing a wonderful job, excellent job.
thank
I just wanted to
you.
hop on here real quick as a fellow YouTuber and just give a male perspective real quick. And I
Okay.
did want to say, because I know mostly your subscribers are young ladies, but I
Mhm.
wanted to say this. Some men, just to your point, some men who are not insecure do, if they have see their woman, their wife, their significant other, they would have a problem with if their woman was out with a sheer see-through thing. But that's not the topic here. But
Mhm.
the fact of the matter, I didn't have a problem when I don't even want to say his name. I'm so disgusted that
Yeah.
he had a problem. I didn't have no problem with that. The problem I had is he put her on the internet to be
Bam.
to be what do you I mean shamed and
Yes.
taking your issues now, because as I said, we together, you my woman, whatever. Even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, you supposed to address any of my concerns, vice
Yeah.
versa, even if we don't agree. But you should never have any issues displayed about your relationship on the internet. For me, my policy is if it hit the internet, we done. But I ain't here to go all the way back. It's just like this problem is like so layered, and I'm glad you brought up with that Blueface and Chris Sean, because again, that's a form of toxicity that some people find entertaining. I could never lock in with that because that leads.
Hold on.
Well, you got an
Let me
echo.
mute
It might be
somebody.
me.
I'm in
I
the
think
shoes.
everybody mute up except it's J Dub. Everybody except it's J Dub. Mute up, please. And if you got me playing in the background, you're gonna have to turn it off or mute it. I'm sorry. All right. Everybody muted up.
Okay,
All
I can
right. Go
try it
ahead, J
again.
Dub. I'm sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
So, not to take too much time, because I see you got a lot of people coming in. It's just the fact that, like you said, just to acknowledge one level of toxicity and then we try to shut down one, it all leads to the same thing. Because I
Yep.
mean, allegedly, we can look into Blueface and Chris Sean. It appears that there's some physical violence going on, emotional abuse, all kind of things going on. Because Keke is our sweetheart and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing. Whether Chris
Yep.
Sean thrives in that environment or not, we should never support anything like that. But I
Mm-hmm.
do get, like, with Keke Palmer, they are concerns like saying, where's her people? But those situations are so complicated, especially now that we have a baby in it and all that. And probably minutes later, I just found out that her father actually witnessed some of this violence. She stated that in her court documents. So I was so shocked about that.
What?
And I get it that you can't pull your people out all the time, whether you're a mother or father. But I can tell you, as a father, if I ever witnessed that with my daughter, I'm already involved. I don't have to have
Yeah.
anybody permission. Where I come from my area, is certain things you can't do in a room with a man. Regardless, we're not gonna say this woman business, this and that. That's abuse, and that's your daughter.
Right.
And I'm not judging him. Everybody ain't built like that, but it could never be me. That's what I'm gonna say. And
Right.
I'm glad that she took the steps. I'm glad she got the evidence. And sometimes people get a little self-righteous, like, how could she do this, or how could she let this happen? I can tell you like that, especially in our community, there's a lot of women and men who've made a lot of mistakes without vetting their partners and having children. This is the part of the whole epidemic. So really nobody don't have a right to judge. It's just the fact that people can fool you. Sometimes we can fool ourselves. It's just, we want her in the healthiest space, and we glad she's doing something about it finally, to put it out there and say enough is enough. I appreciate just being on here and taking the time. So I'm gonna let
Oh
somebody
man,
else
thank you.
talk.
Listen. I appreciate your point of view, and you're right when you said what's that first thing you said? Oh, it wasn't that he said it was that he put it on the internet. I literally put that in my video.
Yes.
I said that told me that there's an issue and a red flag. Why would you have to go on the internet? You couldn't wait till she get home or whatever the case may be. And as far as the attire thing goes, I get that because you're a man, I'm not. So you know better than me how men think and what you know what I mean. But you're
Yes.
absolutely right. I can't even front on that. I'm just glad, like you said, she getting out of there. If she got her little sole custody of the child, so she don't have to deal with him, and she can make the proper steps because like you said and like I said, you can't champion one behavior and then shame the other because it literally leads through the exact same pipeline. You said the word right there.
Absolutely. Oh, one more thing. Again, another detail is coming out that there were people in the house, and granted, I can't tell anybody how to handle anything, but this situation has to be taken so seriously, regardless that's their child's father. We talking about safety. Something really bad could
Mm-hmm.
have happened in the house other than just that physical violence, because you talking about
Mm-hmm.
somebody coming through your window and
Mm-hmm.
demanding to take your child and see your child. I mean, it's
Mm-hmm.
just, it's getting worse and worse, like the more details coming out. So okay, I'm finally done,
Yeah.
but thank you.
Thank you so much for your perspective, boo. I appreciate you. And
All
hey,
right.
next Friday, Educational Friday, I got something else planned. It's gonna be big. We gonna do it up. I love it. I'm here for it.
Oh, definitely gonna be there. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right. Grandma, damn it.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You called somebody else's name. I'm sorry.
No, who that was?
This is Grandma.
Hey, yeah, I'm calling you. What's up, boo?
Oh, okay, okay. So listen here. This is what I wanted to say in regards to the situation. I don't know because I don't have IG or anything like that, and I'm just hearing what you have spoken on. And I did not know that Keke was in this situation. My prayers go out to her, and I hope that she, remains strong through it all and continues to keep the young man away. I also wanted to speak on the fact that how what really touched me is when you said people that have not gone through this will quickly say they always have some type of scenario or some type of solution to the situation when their solutions are completely wrong. You
Yep.
cannot, I know for a fact, I carried a lot for the longest and never told my brothers or never told my dad or my uncles because I knew that
Mm.
it would be deeper. They will go to
Mm-hmm.
the extent of trying to get rid of you. And here we are in a bigger
Mm-hmm.
situation. I know my
Right.
people, they're not going to have it at all. I've had my people threaten my significant others prior to them even doing anything in regards to what they would do to them if they ever found
Mm-hmm.
out any scenario. Any scenario. I mean, I know. So you don't want to put your family being in that position. You're like, I don't want to put my family in that position. Like, no, I'll just deal with this on my own the best way I can. And there's some things that my people don't know to this day that I've had to carry that has broken my
Yeah.
heart to the hilt. So I understand. And I just wanted to let all the young women here know that if you need to talk, if you need a way out, the one thing that I always did was I prayed.
Mm.
That's all I knew how to do. The only thing I knew to do was pray. And
Yeah.
I really commend her for getting this restraining order. I commend her for speaking out on it because I didn't even have the guts or the ability to do so then. Back then, we didn't have, when I was going through it, there was no internet to go post this stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
So I carry this. I recently
Yeah.
just came to my husband to tell him recently, and I've been with my husband for almost 20 years now, where I'm telling him something that happened to me. and how I lost my virginity and being in abusive situations. So, and here I am, 50 years old, just now telling them it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot to go through. My daughters have witnessed things that I never wanted my kids to witness. So I really commend anybody that's strong enough to go through and say, "Hey, no, I'm not going through this." Nobody deserves abuse. Nobody deserves to be treated the way these young ladies are being treated. For Sean,
Mm-hmm.
it's really starting to irk me because for the longest I had her back.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I can't judge her either because there's situations where I went back 1,000 times. And I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm an idiot for doing it. However, I'm
Right.
just blessed to be out of that situation now. That's basically all I wanted to say on it. So I'm praying for you guys and anybody that's going through whatever they're going through. I pray that you can get through it. And please don't feel like you
Well,
have to because of
we
love.
pray, we praying for you as well. We need to pray for each other, but we also gotta use that Bible quote, prayer without faith without works is dead. We gotta put some work behind it. We can't just pray about it. So
That's
I like
true.
that Kiki's putting the work behind it. I'm sorry you went through it. I know I've been through it, and I'm gonna tell you this: they said somebody was in the house watching this stuff happen. A lot of people don't interfere because they know that they're gonna be back with the person, and that brings
Right.
me to this comment right here. Honey Love, you said a word when you said, listen to what Honey Love said. She says, my nephew was killed protecting a family member. He's gone and she's back with him. Sometimes it's best not to get involved. Rest in peace, Scooter. Listen to me. I personally, when I was going through my thing, I didn't want my daddy to know because I'm thinking it could go left or it could go right, but I never wanted to go left toward my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my daddy caught up or beat up or hurt
That's
seriously
right.
or
That's right.
unalived or nothing like that because of this nigga. I read in your mind, this is how you rationalize when you're going through stuff like that. In your mind, I'm gonna get away from him. I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? You're coming up with things you're gonna do when it turns out you're probably not gonna do none of that shit. So, that's why I said it triggered me a little bit when people was like, "Well, why she didn't do this? Why she didn't do that? She could have did this." You don't know what the fuck you would do unless you in a situation when you scared the motherfuckers gonna pop you upside your motherfucking head for good this time. You can't say what you gonna do. You can't say it. And I just hate that people do that. But you right though. Did she get off? Am I putting people off? Thank you for the super chat, Cozy Chronicles. The super sticker. Somebody else said had something up here that I wanted to touch on. Hold on before I go to the next person. I seen it. It was right above. Here we go. The government can't even vet abandoned. I know that's a Cynthia G talking point. I used to be over there. Let me say this. You can't fully vet a man. You can't fully vet a person, period. That's fact. And when it comes to abusers, they're very cunning and they know how to creep up on you, love bomb you, do little subtle shit. You know, by the time you like I said earlier, by the time you look up, he done pop you and you don't even know where it came from. But then when you start replaying it back after you get a clear mind, you're like, oh, I should have caught this. Or oh, when he did that, that should have been a sign. So you can't vet a person. However, when it comes to procreation, you need to be vetting worse better than the FBI because it's one thing for me to be able to get away from somebody who I don't have a child with. I could leave them and because like the person who I was in a relationship with that was doing that to me, girl, I hightailed it to Georgia, ain't never seen them again. It worked out perfect. But when there's a child involved, that shit hit different. So I'm saying that to say it's easy to say you can't vet, but certain major things you can vet. Is he stupid? Does he have a job? How does he treat his mama? How many baby mamas he got? Does he have any focus and any goals? Like certain things like that. And not even do he have the focus and goals. Is he working toward the focus and the goals? It's certain things that I see a lot of black women just get caught up on because they just want some peace. But nah, you can vet for the baby part. Now, as far as personalities, like I said, abusers are abusers. But let's go to the next person. I can't see y'all names, so whoever's next to me. Hey, boo, how you doing?
Hey, I just wanted to piggyback and just kind of reiterate what you two were just saying about how it's definitely not something that just comes out of the blue. You know, it's very subtle, it's very gradual. Excuse
Mm-hmm.
me. And on top of that, abuse is not just like a one person thing. It's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
group sport, if you will. So like it's his family members acting like they don't really know when they know. It's his friends trying like you tripping and you making shit up, you know? Like it's a whole lot of things that makes it like difficult to leave. And if you have family like you said, I think brothers and my dad, like it's not gonna work out for anybody. So you just have to think about all those things, but it's easiest when you don't have a kid to pack around. I will agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got away. I just packed my shit and I just moved out of state. So I was like,
Me too.
remove my name from everything, made sure that, I filed with the domestic violence place that I moved to make sure that my name is not on the internet anywhere. And then my address is not like sold and given away. Like I took some precautions, but I didn't have a kid. So I try not to judge women that are in those situations because you don't know if they're working. You don't know like if they have anywhere to go. It just takes so much. So I do think that we should kind of, not you specifically, obviously,
No,
but
yeah.
I've seen in the comments and stuff, people just being extremely insensitive and confused instead of trying to understand and listen to other women that have been through it and are trying to explain. And women that for most of us, it's a secret, right? A lot of our family members and friends don't know because you ask somebody, they'll tell you, oh, she would never deal with that, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
so surprised, like, I can't believe you went through that. And it's because, yeah, no one knows you're going to go through that until you're in it for the
Yep.
most part. You know what I'm saying? You're like, am I that battered woman now? Am I that girl? And yeah, you're that girl. And when you're that girl and you hear and you read these things, you really don't want to speak out. You know what I'm saying? Like I told my brothers, y'all got to watch what y'all are posting because my niece, other women can see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You need to, that's why some people talk to you guys about things, you know that woman, but you're acting like you don't know, and you don't know because she's not telling you because you're not a safe space for her to tell you. So I think we just should be mindful of the things that we type out and the things that we say because other people are reading it. Other people you love can hear the words that you're saying and read what you're typing on the internet. But so thank you for just, allowing people to share their truth and share your truth too, because you're one of those people that typically people would be like, oh, nah, she would never, from what we could tell. But
Listen, you are a trillion% right. I am one of the most vocal, one of the most like strong, blah, 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 blah. And the reason why I didn't tell nobody was because of that right there. Because I felt like
mm,
people gonna look at me and like, not her.
mm,
Hell no. You know what I mean? Or either they would say she must have allowed it because da 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 da. You know
yep.
what I mean? And it made
But
me
I
not
also,
want to even say nothing.
yep. And then also, I hear people be like, well, she got all that mouth. And it's like, whoa. So speaking up for myself and standing up for myself is like, well, she must have said something. So being that confident and boisterous person also makes people feel like, well, what she done said, she had to have something. She got all that mouth all the time. And it's like, wow. So I don't know. It's weird, but thank you. I hope you have a good.
Girl, you welcome. You welcome. You know what's crazy? My mama told me that. One time me and my mama was getting into it, and my mama told me that. She was like, "With the mouth you have, I see why." She said that. Oh
Oh,
yes.
no,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Oh girl, yeah.
sorry. That is unacceptable.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why you see what I'm saying? It was
Why?
hard for me to say anything to anybody. And
Mhm.
and you know what's crazy? It's messed up because I vowed to myself after that, going through a situation like that, I would never tell nobody because I wouldn't want that type of judgment. You know what I mean? But that's the type of stuff that affects women when they
Mhm.
going through it. But
Exactly.
yeah.
All right, boo. Y'all have a good day. Y'all be
All
safe.
right. Thank
I,
you.
after my experience, girl, I went out. My house is locked and loaded. So I
Hmm.
doing what they need to do, protect yourself. I'm talking mace, I'm talking stun guns that go up to 10 feet away. I'm talking like full protect yourself. Go to the classes, learn how to defend yourself, because you really only have yourself. We know we can't count on random men helping us if
Right.
it happens. So, always just support yourself. But all righty, boo.
Right.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you, boo.
Bye. You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right. Caramelly Mel said, I think about how it was when K Michelle came out with the Memphis allegation of abuse and Toya and Rashida acted like they didn't believe her. I did a whole video, girl, dragging the hell out of Toya and Rashida behind that because it was simply because K Michelle could run with y'all with the best of them with her mouth. Y'all thought that a man who was 3 times damn near her size, y'all know K Michelle ain't but 5 feet tall, period. This nigga 3 times her size, way bigger than her. You saw how he did Toya, and just because she had him out, they felt like she couldn't get abused. That shit blew me. Hey boo, how you doing next to me with the blue shirt? I can't see your name. I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey, Voodoo, this is Desiree.
Hey, Desiree.
Hey, Desiree.
How are you? I'm a little older. Auntie is in her late 50s, and I'm childless. So these men out here, I really don't know what to say about them. Even in my late age, I work in the industry, and I ran across a guy, and I'm gonna tell you this. it don't it doesn't matter what ethnicity they are because he was clear. The restraining order was for 6 months. 2 days before this restraining order ended, he pulled up in my driveway. I know he's a narc, and I don't see one thing about it. There's levels to these people. Um, if they haven't put their hand on you, I only dated this guy for 6 months. If they haven't put their hands on you, it's time to run. I noticed the signs way ahead of time and I got rid of him. He was mad about the way how I got rid of him. I'm a very smart woman. I got rid of him before he could do anything. And so he decided to stalk me. I'm from Detroit and I live in Atlanta. So I got some crazy nieces and nephews, but like you said, you don't want to get other people involved. You don't. Because these guys, they will take things to another level. I had a cousin that was killed by her husband and left two beautiful, beautiful kids. So please be careful and protect yourself. These guys are jealous. They don't like women, they don't like their mothers. This guy didn't like his mother. That's a sign. They're very selfish.
So wait,
So
he
wait,
don't like he have an
he
issue
have an
with his
issue with his
mama?
mama?
The guy that I dated did, yes. And he was in his 50s. So it don't matter how old or young they are. They're cuckoo. Yeah. Showed up at my driveway at 6 o'clock in the morning saying that I owe him money. I was like, wow, really? I think you
Yeah,
owe me something for putting up with you.
right.
Right.
I
I
understand.
understand.
Well, thank
Well,
you for
thank you for
sharing your
sharing your
thoughts.
thoughts.
Can you mute
Can
up
you mute
talk?
up
Because
talk
it's
because it's
echoing.
echoing?
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Is the echo still there? Okay. Now, yeah, thank you for sharing your story. Please don't flash the blicky no more. Now I'm gonna have to private this one and edit this one too. Please, I'm on probation. Don't flash the blicky, please. But yeah, no, no. Other than that, no, you're right because it ain't a color thing because that's one thing I had with the divestors. The divestors, the only thing I don't like about their movement, well, it's a few things I don't like about their movement, but one of the biggest things is they're just saying leave these men without knowing that these men are like this all over the place. This ain't just a black thing. This ain't a black American thing. This ain't a Asian thing. This is men all across the world. all across the cultures, all across the races. So I just that part I didn't get. So I'm glad you said that because that part got to be brought out. Let me see if anybody else. Oh, all right. But thank you for your. You can stay up if you want. Who's next to you? I can't see y'all names. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Can you hear me? I don't know if it's me.
I, I can hear you. So go ahead, girl.
Hi Voodoo. I love you. I've been subscribed for like a couple of weeks now, and I'm like, you crack me up. When I be at work, they be looking at me crazy because they like, why is she laughing this hard by herself? But I just wanted to put my 2 cents in the situation when it comes to mostly Keke Palmer. I feel like everybody has a special place in their heart for Keke Palmer, especially for like millennials, because I grew up watching Keke Palmer, like True
Mhm.
Jackson, VP. Like I just remember her so early in my childhood that she is a staple, especially with Aquila and the Bee. So I feel like
Yep.
everybody feels that she's like a cousin, a little sister in their mind. So this situation is like, I feel like a lot of people are like, what? And like you said, Keke Palmer is very animated. She's very like personable. She seems like so nice. Like who would ever think that she'd be in a situation like this? But I really do believe that the situation where with her and Trey Songz really put a bad taste in her mouth when it came to celebrity men.
Mm.
So I feel like because of the situation that happened between her and Trey Songz, I feel like that deterred her from ever wanting to be with other celebrity men or men with money, period. Because she felt, well, if he could get away with it, and he has been getting away with it from what the stories have been saying for years, she's like, you know what? Let me date a regular man, because a regular man in her mind doesn't have the power, he doesn't have the prestige, he wouldn't have the protection to get away with what she feels like, Trey Songz gets away with. So I really believe that that's how she got into this relationship. I really feel like even with, Steve Harvey was like, let me set you up with, these establishment. I feel like in her mind, she goes, men with money are dangerous. And I wanted to get
Mhm.
away from those men with extreme access to money, to attorneys, to other people that she also works with in Hollywood. Because the whole situation with Trey Songz, a lot of people want to forget, but and have short memory. Everyone turned on Keke Palmer. Everyone
Mhm.
was like on Trey Songz's side, like, oh, why the hell would Trey Songz ever want a Keke Palmer?
I was so mad
So
about that when that happened. You have no. I was livid about that when that happened because I'm thinking, why would this girl go on national TV and lie about this? It just did. It sounds so. He had already had issues before, and I'm like, but you know why? Because black women are so much suckers for black men. I ain't mean to cut you off. I'm about to let you go back. They so much suckers for black men to where they put the rose colored glasses on. But let me mute up. They got this thing going off in the back. Go ahead. I'm finished. I'm sorry.
no, you're absolutely right. Like, it made me mad, and in my mind, I'm like, what? First of all, we all know men nature. It don't matter what you look like. You could look, you in your mind, to women's perception, you may not think, oh, well, she doesn't seem like his type. And it's like, you don't know this man's type. First of all, for me personally, I feel like any woman is a man's type, right? They will go after anything and anyone as long as you are willing and they have access to you. That's one. So that whole situation with Trey Songz and how everybody was against her, saying, why the hell would Trey Songz ever want you? um Trey Songz has access to the most beautiful supermodels. Why would he choose a Keke Palmer? And I feel like because of that, it really did deter her mind and her mindset when it came to men and celebrity men in Hollywood. I really do hope she gets out of this situation. And uh, I have been in situations myself where you were just talking with the lady before me, where my mouth is crazy. I won't even lie, but it's not on I'm disrespectful. I just don't like BS. I don't like you lying to me. I don't like people gaslighting me. I pick it up very easily. And I've had many instances. I've never been in an abusive relationship in my life. I feel like I have always been able to see those weird cues from men, that the things that they say to me. I've had men who have told me, your mouth is crazy. You know what? You just need a good slap and now put you right in your place. And I'm like, excuse me? I'm like, what? Never spoke to that man again. I definitely blocked and deleted. I was like, oh, you just And we're just in the talking phase. We're not even in a relationship. And he told me, your mouth is crazy because we had a disagreement. We're having a conversation. We're getting to know each other. You're speaking your opinion. I'm speaking my opinion. We can agree to disagree. We're adults. For you to say my mouth is too smart and I need a good slap to the face to put me in my place, I said, oh, okay. I see what kind of time you're on, sir. Have a lovely day. And that hasn't, it's happened to me in several instances in my life if I've spoken to men. And again, it doesn't matter the skin tone. I have spoken to white men who are like, oh, you're, but they have a different way of saying it than different other people. White men will tell me, you're very opinionated. Has anyone ever told you that? And I'll go, okay, am I not allowed to have an opinion? I'm confused. Am I not a human? Am I just walking around with no brain? And I want women to understand it takes a men are not I don't want to say they're not complex, but I want you to know that when you're speaking to a man, please let them listen. Don't interrupt them because they will let you know their nature very early on. You just got to pay attention to the clues. Don't get persuaded by he buys you gifts, he takes you out, he seems attentive, uh, he seems like he's a good guy. But play attention to, because they'll always let you know by the cues and things that they say. Will always let you know. Ask him specific questions when it comes to, I don't want to say feminism, but working, being a stay-at-home mom. How is he, how does he think about certain things in society or what's going on in society today? They will let you know from early on what their kind of mindset is. So I want women to understand, like, please listen to these men because they will definitely tell you who they truly are. And I feel like that is what has saved me from being in an abusive relationship my entire life. I've only, like I said, I've had only a few instances. I pick it up early. The first time I feel like a man, well, I can't say he was a man. I guess he was a teenage boy. My first quote unquote boyfriend, he was in a gang. I was like, oh my God, he likes me. Oh my God, this bad boy, he likes me. I'm a nerd. I'm in high school. I'm getting straight A's. And I'm thinking, oh, this bad boy, he likes me. He wants me. I must be cool, whatever, I thought. Um, and I was a virgin. I was 16 years old. And I remember the first time I came to his house, I was so nervous. I'm like, oh, but we're gonna watch. He was like, we're gonna watch movies, blah, 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 blah. And he made it seem like I'm gonna protect you. If anybody walks you up in the street, let them know you so and so's wifey and blah, 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 and I'm gonna protect you, right? And as soon as I got into his house, within 15 minutes, he's trying to persuade me to have sex with him, right? And I'm like, no, that's not, I'm not ready. We just started talking, blah, blah, blah. I wanted to leave. When I tell you that boy lifted me up off the floor by my neck against the wall. And I didn't even think that was possible. I thought that was stuff that you saw in movies. He lifted me off the ground by my neck and was like, you're not going to leave here unless I get what I want. And if his mother and his grandmother didn't come home at that time from grocery shopping, I don't know what would have happened to me. I took that split second when they called out for him, like, come help us with the groceries, and he had to let me go. I tumbled to that floor, and then when I say you, I never ran so fast in my life. I have never fans. I literally ran right between his mother and his grandmother, and I hopped over their groceries out the door, and I ran out of that building so fast. But that moment, that scenario has always stuck with me in my life, and I remember things that he specifically said to me that gave me clues to his true nature when it comes to women, period. And I just want women to understand that. I know I've been on here for too long, but Voodoo, I love you. I hope you get to 1 million, 2 million subscribers. I hope you become the next expressive. I love your commentary, and I just hope for the best and the biggest for you. Love you. Bye.
Oh, thank you, baby. Look, I don't want to be. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to be that big. I just want to make enough money to keep the lights on, child. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to be that big. I don't because they come with too much drama from the. Not with impressive. I ain't never heard nothing about her, but I don't even know what she looked like. But I get what you're saying, and I appreciate you. And I just want to touch on one of the things you said. You said you gotta listen and let them talk. when I was saying earlier when I first got on the live, I said I could tell if who the man is and how he think if he use any manosphere talking point. The only way I'm gonna be able to hear that is if I listen. I let him ask me the dumb questions. I let him say the stupid shit, or I lead him into the answers that I'm looking for that'll show me either it's a red flag or you know what I mean. Like
Exactly.
you can't let the love bombing cloud your judgment. Put the rose colored glasses over your face because a lot of the stuff you can't catch. A lot of it,
Hmm.
like it. Some women might think it's cute. Oh, he grabbed me by my back or he grabbed me by my neck, and it comes off cute. And that's another response from women who probably had some other trauma as well and they never dealt with it, or other abuse as well and they never dealt with it. I'm thinking from a
Hmm.
psychological perspective, but that grabbing the neck leads to worse, and it don't never get better. It just get worse.
And you know, I
So,
feel like sometimes too that like you said, those cute little you think is cute, right? And I feel like if you're with a man who is I guess a slightly aggressive, but never really um physically like really hurt you, I feel like their next relationship you just take those cues as that's the way he shows his affection, by being aggressive. And I feel
yeah.
like sometimes it does alter people's mind, women's minds, where they think, well, that's just how he shows he loves me, by being aggressive. That's just how he shows that he's jealous and he doesn't want another man near me, when he gets aggressive. So I do believe it's a psychological thing sometimes, where especially with women who they get into one abusive relationship and then next relationship is also abusive. I do believe it's a psychological thing. But yeah, when it comes especially of our day and age, the manosphere stuff, ladies, please, they will definitely, if a man talks about 50-50, don't even
Hmm.
entertain it. Don't even entertain this, don't even entertain the conversation. Just go. You already know he's a part of it too. He's in it too deep. When they ask for 50-50, they talk about modern women like they're not modern men, like we're not in the
Hmm.
same century with each other. It don't make no sense. When they start talking about feminism, what's your cues about feminism?
Hmm.
Please go. Please don't even
Yep.
entertain them. They're trying to gate, they're trying to see your mindset. And if you, I don't want to say people have weak mindsets, but there are people out there who have weak mindsets. It's just a fact, right? There are people out there who are easily manipulated. And if you are a traditional woman who doesn't believe in 50-50, who is already modest, the way that you dress, the way that you speak, the way that you carry yourself, they're going to try to use that against you and find a way to say like, oh, okay, well, you have to just be aware, especially young ladies, please just don't tell these men too much about your life. Do not trauma bond with these men, because they're some of these men will take some of the things that they're trying to get information out of you, so they know how to pull you, how to talk to you. If you tell them you've had a toxic relationship with your daddy, they're like, there you go. If you told them, oh, well, I didn't grow up with a daddy, so I don't know what it's like to have a man in the house, oh, there you go. There are men who are literally plotting against you the more that you tell them. You are just giving them
Hmm.
information. Please be conscious of what information you tell them. If you gotta modify it, if you gotta tweak it, I'm not saying to necessarily lie about your background, but please be aware about how you say certain things, because there are people who can get you to trauma bond with them very easily, and they are on their side will just they're just gathering information to use against you later. So I just want women to know that. I want everyone to be safe. These are dangerous times that we're living in. um Black women we are also very much, we are left without protection. We have to protect ourselves. And I know we live in a weird world, but I would want Black women to also look out for other Black women, and just see that we really don't have, I don't want to say we don't have anyone, because I don't want to speak that kind of stuff into the universe, but we really have each other. We don't really have a lot of different people
Is that my phone? I think you're breaking up, baby. You was cooking. Have y'all ever people dropping off? What happened? Have y'all ever got mad because you in the wrong place And then you get mad at the people for doing what they supposed to do, girl. Because I'm getting mad every time somebody says. Anyway, um, where everybody at? It looked like people just dropped off. I didn't drop you off now. I'm cool. What's up, Queen? What you got to say, unicorn?
Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, well, no, is it Friday? But I just want to say, okay, so I want to piggyback off of something somebody else said. I was in a situation. It didn't get physical because I left while he was at work. He didn't know I left. Set it up so nobody would know anything. But when people tell you they gonna do something, or when they threaten you, don't let it get. Don't be like these young women that be like, "Oh, he love me. He not gonna do nothing. He just doing that because he upset. He let me know." When people say or threaten you, believe it. Believe it. Don't even
Hmm.
let it get to the point where it get physical. If they say it, don't even think twice. Just leave. Just leave because people will wait and plan stuff. So I think this was planned. Like he was upset. The whole situation with the Usher thing, he was upset. He was upset from there. So you should have known something was gonna happen later on. Ain't nobody just gonna forget that. If he was that upset to go online with it, something was bound to happen. So you gotta look at the red flags. You gotta listen when they threaten you. When you hear something else sound right, do not think, oh, he just saying that he playing. No, they are serious. These men out here, if they have and another red flag, if they have a bad relationship with sisters and mothers, it's a red flag. It's a red flag. So I just want the young women to really think and pay attention when men say stuff. They mean it. They might seem like they joking and seem like they playing, but they mean it. That's all I want to say.
Hold on. Look at my duck ass. I thought I was on mute. Yeah, y'all. I dropped the link for anybody else who wanted to come up. Thank you, Queen, for sharing that. And like I said, I saw a comment that was up here that really spoke to me, and I just can't find it. Ty
Okay,
said, "Woo,
I want to
Jesus, no
add one
son."
more thing too.
Go ahead.
And it's kind of hard that um I think everybody in relationships they put their first foot, their best foot forward. So they are gonna be the love bombing type and all that. Maybe a couple years, because some men do change. So you do get kind of bamboozled in some situations. So
Mm-hmm.
you just have to pay attention. Like they said, pay attention to what they say. Pay attention to how they treat they female family members. Pay attention to how they treat their children, how they treat their children if they have any. So just keep your eyes open. That's all. Okay. Bye
And look,
everybody.
it ain't even got to be how they treat them. It ain't even what's the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Do they even like their mama? They cannot
Mm-hmm.
have no conversations with him. Do they like their mama? Do they treat other women, elderly women, with respect? Is there a level of respect there for other women when they see them, or is it just like fuck that bitch? Do they treat the older women the same way they treat the younger women? And if they're treating the younger women bad, you know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of things. And again, it's trial and error. I had to learn the hard way because mine crept up on me. Trust and believe.
Yeah, it was only gonna happen. I mean, he wasn't gonna get far because like I said, I had my eyes open. I was listening, and then he threatened my boss. Went up to my job and threatened to kill them. So yeah,
Oh
so
Lord,
you just gotta listen to people and watch how they treat other people and how they talk to other people. That's all. Thank
yeah.
you, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, Queen. What's going on, Queen Rev?
Hey y'all, hey y'all. I keep forgetting what I was gonna say. I kept thinking, let me come up there, but then my old age is just really hitting me. But I think what I was gonna say was two things. One, I've never been in a physically abusive relationship either. I grew up with four older brothers. I was always taught, of course they fought me, but they always taught me not to fight with, you know, boys, not to play fight with boys. And I grew up really sensitive to just like the other sister said, I think I was in a situation when I was 16 and I was dating a guy who was 20, ain't had no business dating me. And
Mm,
and he at one point he tried to pressure me. I was a virgin and he tried to pressure me, and I he didn't get physical, but I felt like he was about to, and I cut that off. Like, I mean, like literally didn't answer my phone, got out of there, like, so I've always been kind of sensitive to that. But what I wanted to say was that I understand, people will say, well, I don't understand how someone could be going through that. Right. Because I used to be that person when I was younger. I don't get that, because I would do this and I would do that. Um, I would say to those people, um, just because you operate in a certain kind of way, everyone doesn't necessarily operate that way. And also, you've been fortunate enough, I've been fortunate enough not to find myself in that situation because it can happen to anybody. And
Mm.
even though it has not happened to you, thank God, um, you gotta open your mind up to understand that if you've never been in that situation, you really can't sit in a place of judgment. I have been the friend and family member of people that have been abused, including my brother. Yes, my brother. Even though she couldn't really beat him up, but she could beat him up because he wouldn't hit her, so she could scratch up his face and do all kinds of things. And he kept going back. He's still there now. I mean, they've been married for decades. Like, he's still there now, and when she gets ready, she will start the scratching and doing whatever she could do because he won't hit her back. And there's been times when we have intervened, and he even separated himself from the family for years at some point,
Mm.
right? And now, even now, like, he will only talk to us sometimes and he will only tell us some things. So, I also understand that point about people were mentioning her father or the family members can be in a very tough situation by trying to get involved. And naturally, it's our inclination to want to jump in. Like me personally, like, my back in the day when I was younger, my brother get on the train. He lived in Manhattan. He'd get on the train, come to Brooklyn, and be like, "Oh, his face scratched up," and me like, "Oh, I'm ready to go fuck her up." Excuse my language. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then he, of course, would be no. He would be holding us back. Don't touch her. Don't. All this other stuff, and then he'll disappear on us and never talk to us. And so the family finds himself in a very precarious situation at times. I'm really glad that Keke spoke up. The other last thing I wanted to say is we've been talking a lot about how Keke is, she's so beloved, and she is beloved. But I want to also call attention to those women who might not be so beloved, because there are all sorts of women that are abused, and it's just sad that it's great that Keke can have so much support, but it's sad that some other women who might not have, you know, the clean record, you know, may speak out, and they may be judged differently. So that's all I wanted to say.
You're
But thank
right.
you for having this conversation. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Queen. I appreciate you, boo. Y'all, this one of my minds, y'all. I appreciate you. But these forums have to happen. And somebody said that we in the age of Aquarius, right? And we have been bombarded with toxicity after toxicity, from Glorilla, then to Suki, then to Sexy Red, then to Krishan. I'm talking about toxicity after toxicity. Maybe this is the Most High, or whoever you pray to. Maybe that's some person sending something. And I hate that this is happening to Kiki. So I'm not saying that it's good that it happened to her, but maybe this is something to send people in to shake some shit up. Like, yo, well, look at what y'all doing. Look at what's really happening. So I think that some things just have to happen. I hate that it happened to her. I hate that it happened to any woman. Everybody mute up. I'm letting you up. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna mute you if I can, because I gotta make sure. Hey, boo. Yeah. So I feel like we have been through so much toxicity in this past year, not even just 2 years, the last year, the amount of bullshit that we have been fed. That's why I use my platform the way that I use it and drag these girls, because listen, I want to be able, because I know the internet is forever. You ain't gonna never erase the internet, period. But I'll say this: when they go back and do the studies on what black women were talking about when this era, because this gonna go down in the era like the crack era. I don't know if y'all know this. This type of shit is going down in like the crack era. It's going down in like the HIV era epidemic that we had. All of that stuff. This is going down like that. But I want them to be able to at least when they go do the research, they see that there were women who were speaking out about it. I'm muting you up, baby. I hear myself in the background. Um, that there were people who speaking out about this. And one more thing, I had wanted to say, there's nothing like having mental, physical, and emotional abuse happen at the same time. What I mean by that is physically it's happening. Mentally, they're telling you that it's not happening the way that you think it is, or it's your fault. Emotionally blaming it on you. You see what I'm saying? Because that was my situation. It was whenever it happened, or well, you make me do that. Or no, it didn't happen like that. It happened like this. And because you did this, that's why I did that. You know what I mean? And that's rough. But I'm gonna let somebody else get up here and say something. I can't see y'all names, y'all. Who next? Who's anybody come up? This is somebody say. Whoever say something first, you next.
Hello.
Oh, I
I'm
don't know.
Hey,
Keke.
Which
How
one you
y'all
talking
doing?
to, Voodoo?
Just keep back. You can hear me?
Which one you
I
talking
can
to,
hear
Voodoo?
y'all. I don't have any names up here. So
Can you?
who the person next to me? Did you get to speak?
Just keep back.
Key facts. You got to speak yet?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I've been listening. Okay, first off, I was dating a dude, and we finally decided we was like early teenage years, and we finally decided, okay, we're gonna get us a little one bedroom apartment, yada 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 yada. And for some odd reason, I'm in the house washing clothes in the tub because we couldn't afford a washing machine. So I'm washing clothes in the tub, and the power went out. You should have people can't turn the lights off, y'all. He get off. I asked him, so why the people turned the lights off? Y'all, the people turned the lights off. I asked him. He choked the hell out of me and slapped the shit out of me for asking him why the people turned the light off. Talking about some bitch, stay in a woman's lane. Soon as he went to work the next day, y'all, I packed up everything and was back at my mama's house in that little twin size bed. I was done for. It was over with. I couldn't do it. It was over with. And like I said, Kiki, I commend you. I'm glad for the internet now because without the internet, some of these women would be lost. Good thing I have a mama to run back to, and they had my back. But no, I did not put none of my male family members into it because I was scared of what they would do and what the ending results would become. And that's all I had to say.
All right, thank you. I appreciate your input, and it is very, very needed because I'm seeing even in the chat, everybody got something they've gone through. You know, back when we go through the worst, we go through the most and the worst, and so I like to have these type of conversations in these type of spaces where we could be vulnerable and listen to each other and give each other advice and share stories that maybe can help somebody else. So I appreciate everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel, just everybody. Period. Now who this is next to Key Facts? I can't see y'all names. I'm sorry, so I don't know who y'all is. Sorry.
It's me, girl.
Hey,
It's me. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Um, I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I just want to say I've been following Kiki for, a long, long, long time. Like that's one of my daughter's favorite people in the world. So we've been following her podcast and stuff since the beginning, since she started her podcast and stuff. And one thing that I have found interesting is when people will bring up stuff about Darius, the way she would respond back then, I was like, something in the milk ain't clean. Something is happening that because she'll say stuff like, I'm just not going to talk about our relationship. Or if somebody bring up something that he did, she'll be like, I can't. But it was the way she was saying it. It wasn't so much of what she was saying. It was, you can tell she was hiding something. So when the allegations came out, because some allegations came out about a year ago that he was abusing her. And she went on her podcast and she didn't really debunk it, but she kind of like brushed it over, as people that are abused usually do, you know what I'm saying? Me, like, there was another caller up here. I had brothers, so men were kind of afraid to physically do anything to me, but emotionally, mentally, financially, it was a lot of other things that I had to endure that was, to me, harder than the physical. The mental and emotional abuse that I had to endure was way harder than any physical abuse. And I know people say that sounds stupid, but it's like the inside bruises are harder to heal than, if that makes sense. So, I know that this has been brewing, you know what I'm saying? I thought the end of their relationship was going to be when she went, the whole Usher thing, and I was like, okay, that's her way out. And I think she thought that was going to be her way out too, but he just wouldn't let her go. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out, because it's been brewing for a long time. It's just she kept it out of the media per se, but I think this last little blow up, and the abuse this last time, she had no choice. So that's about it.
I'm sorry, I was trying to unmute myself. Girl, I got scared. I thought I ended the live. I just knocked myself off. Oh, I got scared. Oh, Lord. But no, you're right.
Ooh,
You're right. I was listening to you, and it's just like, I just want us to be better, and I want us to do better. So when I be dragging, y'all know I be on here dragging. I be saying anything, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. It's most of the time that shit, I don't be knowing what I be saying. I be having to go back and listen to it. I be seeing people say, "Girl, you said this and the thing." I'm like, "What I said?" Because I just be talking. But the passion be for
girl, I
real
just
though.
want to make a quick comment before I go back in to work off of my break.
Go ahead, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Uh, they don't like us. These men don't like us. They don't like us. They just, like I've heard you say in other videos, they jealous of us. They want to be us. They don't like us. Cause I everything that this girl is going through, I've been through. I'm literally in a relationship right now to the point where this man, to me, I get fought on because he like men. Like he likes to fight me because he like other guys. So, girl, I could be here all day talking to you about these no good ninjas that don't like us. And I feel sorry for her because, she let him put a baby in her. And there's nothing she can do about the rest of her life dealing with this man. I mean, there's things that she can do, you know, hopefully to keep him from doing more than what he's already done. Because ain't no telling what he's done to her. Because we only know
Hmm.
little bit that she showed us. Ain't no telling what he has done to her. Because I've been thrown downstairs, fractured wrist, just all kind of things, and that man could care less. And I've watched him treat his male friends, the little fun boys, better than he treat me. So these men, that's all I wanted to say. I'm about to get ready and go back into work, but they don't like us, ladies. They don't.
It's sad, but it's true. It's so
But
sad, but it's true.
girl, I've been to subscribers ever since you came on, and
Ah,
hey to all the Downs and the Dow House. Hey, I'm the one that said I'm from Rochester, New York.
yay! Uh-huh. I remember.
And these ninjas up here in Rochester, they like they homeboys.
That's
They
everywhere.
don't like
That's
their
not just in Rochester. That's everywhere. That's
And it's
everywhere.
funny that she say that because he was no. It was
Well,
said that
I'm
he
down
was. She was
inside.
his
You
beard.
have a wonderful day. I gotta go back in off my break. I'ma still be
All
there.
right.
Love
All
you,
right,
girl.
boo. Love you. What you was saying, sister girl?
I said, that there was rumors that she was, supposed to be his beard. That
Mm.
he actually, he's bisexual, and that was a rumor. And when it was brought up on one of her podcasts, somebody was like, "Well, this is," and she was. You can tell it made her very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, uh, she better not speak too much on that. You know what I'm saying? Because something might happen to her when she get home. Like, and now that things have really surfaced, now I can see the cross connect. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
About certain questions people would ask her on her podcast about him, and how she would literally freeze up, or be like, that's my father, that's my son's father, that's the love of my life. I would never say nothing, you know what I'm saying? So it's just real,
Yeah. And
interesting.
and that's why the saying is hindsight is 2020. You don't know until it happens, and then you able to go back and reassess. That's
Yeah,
just the
that's
fact.
true.
So I don't
That's
judge
true.
nobody for the timing in which they wake up. I just judge people who want to be willfully ignorant, because it's just like, what else do you need? You know what I mean? But I'm just like you said. I hate that it happened to Kiki. And who knows? Somebody said in the comments, who knows if he was touching on her or touching her while she was pregnant and all that stuff. Like, it's so much stuff that she probably didn't say. Somebody made a comment earlier. She probably didn't want to say nothing because last time she said something about Trey Songz, y'all dragged her, and they did, because I
Indeed.
remember that. But yeah, I'm gonna let somebody else talk because people coming in. Young lady down here with the blue. Hey, boo, I can't see your name.
I'm Jazzy. I was on before, but I was looking crazy last time. I don't know if you remember me. I'm from Jersey. It's so nice to hear all of the ladies' perspectives today. I just want everybody to know I just turned 41 a couple weeks ago, and I'm single. Thank you, thank you. And I really there's a lot of worse things in the world than being single. I watch shows and they're like, "Can you relate to the story?" Every time that I say no, I just feel this sigh of relief. You can do bad by yourself. You can learn about yourself. You don't have to deal with anybody putting their hands on you because they're not worth it. When I first started my legal career, I started at Starbucks. And at the time, Aquila and the Bee, that's my dog, Aquila and the Bee was coming out. And the Keke Palmer was kind of a little girl, but I could see the power in her. I could see what was coming. I could see that she was a force to be reckoned with. And that's a huge threat to a lot of people. I've been an attorney for about 15 years now. And people they like to say, "Oh, you're intimidating." I'm also like 5'10" and a half. So people like to say, "You're not intimidating." They are intimidated. So I just want to let y'all know, don't let anybody disrespect you. I don't want to keep you voodoo. I love you. I love this channel. Everybody sign up for the Discord because we have a good time over there. And that's really all I wanted to say. I just wanted to show love and say, I support Kiki. This man is probably on the low, like our young sis said earlier, because a lot of these dudes, they they like men more than women because they trust them. I'm a twin. Actually, I'm a triplet, but we only have one brother, and he has a white girlfriend for the last 7 years. He's not happy, but his girlfriend told me he thinks that black women are annoying. I'm just like, how? How? He just has to get his weight up because he's not marrying this young lady. And I really do believe, everybody on this, y'all are strong and y'all is brave, y'all is beautiful, and just I really came on to try and encourage the girls. So thanks for having
Oh,
me, and thank you for
thank you.
listening. Thank you.
Thank
I'll talk to you soon, okay? And join
yes,
the Discord. We
ma'am.
have a good time over there. We have a good time. Jersey Jazzy.
Yeah, join the
Shania.
Discord, y'all. It be going up in the Discord. Trust
Man,
me.
we have a good time. So thank you for having me, and I really
Thank you,
appreciate all of
boo.
you. Stay positive, everybody.
Yes, y'all stay positive and not
Thank you.
dangerous. All
Right.
right. I think I got
Thank you.
somebody in the back chat. Ease Kim back here. Let me add you to the stage. Black and Bougie, what's going on, boo?
Hey, Voodoo. Sorry, you would pick up when there's a train. Oh my goodness, it's
Oh,
so
no,
loud.
you good.
Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay, hey sis. I found your channel like a month ago. I don't know how you popped up in my algorithm. I think it was from the Krishan and Blueface stuff. Only thing that bothers me is that I didn't find you sooner. You are incredible. There's
Thank
nothing
you.
like a relatable black woman that is intelligent and forward thinking and just insightful. I love it. But I
Thank
just
you.
want to
I
say this right
appreciate it.
quick. Is it too loud, y'all?
No, you good. Go ahead. I'm listening. It
Okay,
don't
yeah, I gotta
sound too
roll my
loud to me.
windows up. I gotta roll my windows up. It's bad out here. But I'm kind of nervous because it's a lot of people. But I wanted to say that I just want us as black women to stop dating the help. Um, I
Mm,
noticed that we're always. It's funny because we are the most kindest, most loving, nurturing people on earth. I mean, we gave birth to this planet, so nobody loves like us. You know, we're healers. So,
mm-hmm.
but when we see these males, the first thing we want to do is say, "Oh, money isn't everything. He's still a king. Oh, let's uplift him." Absolutely not. We need to stop doing this. This is dangerous. The love and the nurturing and the kindness that we have towards other people, it's misdirected. We're giving it to the wrong people. I'm not telling black women to stop being loving. I'm not telling us to stop being kind and nurturing and understanding. I'm telling us that it needs to be put elsewhere. If you want to love somebody, you want to help heal them, you want to be kind to them, give that love to black women and children. Stop giving it to
Mm,
unaccomplished males who do not like you. I'm gonna tell you something. The one thing that a broke, unaccomplished female hates more than himself is a successful black woman that's trying to uplift
mm,
him. He hates you. When he looks at you, especially, come on, these celebrity women, you're in the spotlight, you're beautiful, everybody loves you. It reminds him of his failures. It reminds him of, oh, because you know, Alfapi's a misogynist. You know, he's looking like, oh, I'm a man. How come I can't do this? Because you're too unmotivated and you lack the maturity and the courage to do what you need to do and to be who you're supposed to be. So now you're leaning on me. This hurts black women because they try to dim your light. Somebody in the chat was saying how bubbly and personable and how just amazing of a spark that Keke has. Look at him. He doesn't have that. He hates that for her. He hates it for him. Imagine waking up every day and you got this badass black woman. She's beautiful. She has this awesome personality and she's rich. And then you look at
mm.
yourself and you have nothing. You're not even attractive. But on top of being unattractive, you're broke. You're unaccomplished. You're unsuccessful. You don't have anything. The only reason that you in this big ass bed and have all these material things is because of this woman. And then she goes out and she gets all these accolades from people, and you're jealous. Black women, you don't need to uplift anybody but yourself, honey. You use
Hmm.
your gifts, your talents, and your love and put it where it is deserved. Put that into another woman that looks like you. Put that into a child.
Hmm.
Stop pouring into bums that hate you. They're only going to resent you in the end. Look at Wendy Williams' husband, Sherry Shepherd's husband, Jill Scott's husband, Mary J. Blige's husband. Mary J. Blige's husband called her a has-been. And who is Kendu? We don't even know him. It's literally Mary J. Blige's husband. That's the only reason we know him. But
Yeah.
but our queen of hip hop and R&B is a has been. No, you're broke. You're unsuccessful and you're jealous of her. And what do you do in the end? You mentally abuse her and then you take her to the cleaners. You take her for every dime she's got. And I feel so bad for Keke because this boy's going to try to do this to her too. He's going to try
Well,
to take
thank
that
goodness.
child.
Yeah, thank goodness he's
He
not. They're not
can't. He
married.
can't do that though.
He especially
And
He
with her
good.
can't
putting that
do
abuse
that.
charge on him, he
Yeah.
ain't gonna get it. He ain't gonna get it. It ain't gonna
And
work in
Well,
his
good.
take
favor
But
that.
because
I
they putting an
guarantee
abuse
you he's
charge
gonna
on him.
try to take that baby. He's gonna try to say, oh, she's unfit because one day she did so and so and so and so. He's gonna think of anything to try to
He
hold on
doesn't
to her.
try it, but he doesn't have any evidence of her being unfit. He doesn't have anything, if anything, it's going to make him look worse because she basically he was a stay-at-home dad, basically. You know what I'm saying? So she was working, she was still doing everything she needed to do. So the picture he's gonna try to paint of her, nobody knows him, nobody really cares about who he
Right.
is. He's only really getting these accolades is because of who his brother is and who his baby mama is. Do you
And
understand what
who's
I'm
his
saying?
Hmm.
brother? And who is his baby mama?
His his baby mama is Keke Palmer, and his
Oh yeah,
brother
I thought you were
is
talking about somebody else. Yeah, who's his brother?
and
His
his brother
brother
is
played
the
in
dude from Insecure.
Insecure. Yeah,
He
the
played on
light skinned
Insecure,
dude. Yeah.
the light skinned
Okay, and
friend
then
on
okay, so that
Insecure.
leads me to another question. How come he doesn't have so you're not using Kiki's clout to get an acting job or to break into Hollywood? Go play in a Tyler Perry movie or something.
But you
Why
gotta
No,
don't
understand
he
this
you
doesn't
too.
have
want to do that
anything?
though.
See, listen, this another thing y'all gotta understand. A lot of times with jealousy, most of the time it comes with resentment. When you resent
Absolutely.
Hmm.
somebody, that's like the next level from hating somebody, to me, in my opinion. Because hating somebody, I can only hate you when you come around. But resenting somebody when you're not even around me, I'm thinking about how much I don't like you or how much you affect me. You know what I mean? And not him, maybe he does, but a lot of men in those situations resent the women, not the fact that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. They resent the women because of their failures. And that causes the hate, which causes all of the domino effect and all of that. And I think that could be the situation in this because there was no reason for him to get online and publicly humiliate her by saying you're a mom. You could have called her. You could have waited till she got home. It was so many other things you could have did, but he needed to, just like a lot of them do. He got to bring you down a peg. Like you too far up, and you got Usher. Usher is over here dancing with you. Y'all going viral. He got money. He handsome. All the girls want him, and he's acknowledging you. And if you had to choose, I'm not sure that you wouldn't stay with me because this is Usher. There it is.
And then too, y'all, you got to remember he was a nobody. He was a
Mm-hmm.
nobody, and
He
she
still
thought she was
is.
getting her, and that was the thing. She thought she was getting her a regular, smegular guy. She didn't, she had a thing about dating industry guys. She didn't want that. She wanted just a regular guy. You know what I'm saying? And then she thought she was safe because his brother got a little change, so she thought, so in her mind, she's not thinking he's gonna take her stardom and use it against her. That, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that's her thoughts. Her thought was not that. Just by, like I said, I've been following her because my daughter is a diehard Keke Palmer fan. So I've been following her whole career. You know what I'm saying? And I've been listening to her podcast and I have listened to her talk about him and her relationship. And the thing with her was she just wanted a regular guy. She didn't want an industry guy. She didn't want nobody. She just wanted somebody that she said when she turns off the industry world, she can go home and it's just a regular guy. But that's not what he was. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that
Okay,
he
and
makes
I
has
sense.
some
But
understand
issues.
but
that. I think
when
my
you
issue
want an
with that
industry,
is go
go
ahead.
ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. My issue with that is I understand maybe not wanting a man in the industry. I get that. But you still can't be dating the help. Kiki, find a doctor, a neuroscientist, a surgeon, a lawyer, somebody that is just as accomplished, but they're not famous. I understand wanting to be with a regular person, but a doctor is a regular person. A scientist, a surgeon, a psychiatrist is a regular person. It's still, you need to date somebody that's accomplished here. This is you
Right.
can't be go picking up Ray Ray from the corner store and thinking,
Right.
oh well, he gonna be my baby dad. Yeah, and he's gonna resent you, and he's gonna be
Yep.
jealous. So go ahead.
But yeah, and first of all, let me say this: Happy birthday, Miss Taylor, baby. I can't sing for you. I'm in public. There's the little white girl already looking in the creature, but you know what I'm saying. I can't sing, but happy birthday, boo! I love you. Happy birthday. I hope you many, many more. Let me say this. Um, this is where, and I see how it happens. When you explain it like that, sister girl, I understand how it goes. She's saying she could very well be traumatized from the Trey Songz thing and say, I'm not dealing with nobody in the industry. They got too much clout. People just gonna automatically believe them. They're not gonna, whatever. She could be traumatized by that. When she say I want a regular person has zero ties to the industry. Zero. None. I'm talking about they don't know nothing about the industry. They don't know nobody in the industry, around the industry. They're not the brother, the cousin, the friend. No. That's how you get a regular person. And I'm with Beauty right here. You cannot go get a bum off the street. I don't care what his brother got. What does he have? What do you have? What do you have a career? I don't care if
Thank
you own a
you.
goddamn limo service. I don't care if you own a janitorial service or you cut grass, my nigga. What kind of mindset and goals do you have to make me feel like even though I may have more money, you are still a man. Like you still have qualities of a man who wants to be a provider, a helpmate, a protector, a da 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 da. Because you can't go get the actor's brother and think that he's a regular person because he's not. He's just not. He's just not. You have to go, like you said, go get you a lawyer, a doctor. Hell, go get the foreman on the job that work at the construction site. They make good money for regular people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many other people you can go get. You do not have to go and stick inside this industry. And I get it. It's hard when you're a celebrity because I mean, hell, who else in here? It's hard to move around in spaces, but I personally wouldn't want to do it because they all sleep with each other. That's ugh, I don't know, but yeah, I see what y'all saying.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring up another point when people were saying, when she said what she said about Trey Songz, which is true. There's not a single part of me that thinks that she's lying. When they said, "Oh, who is she to, that Trey Songz would want her?" Like, do these people need glasses? Do y'all have cataracts? Do y'all see her? Look at her. If anything,
Mm-hmm.
Trey Songz is the one that is beneath her. Like, I just don't understand. Like, why is it that just and it's given because she's dark skinned. Who cares how
Yeah.
beautiful she is? Who cares? That she's got a badass body. She's for one, she was already beautiful before she had that child. After she had him, she just sprouted totally into her womanhood. Um, what do you mean? Who is she that Trey Songz would want? If anything, who is Trey Songz to think that she would want him? Like, what's wrong with people?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. But my fear is also that this will happen to Fantasia, and then I'm gonna get off because I'm gonna make some runs. Um,
Oh no, I'll see your Fantasia and raise you with Chloe Bailey.
yeah, I'm terrified for them because Fantasia puts her husband on a pedestal that he does not belong on. It is so incredibly disgusting and embarrassing and so mammyish the way that she uplifts him to this kingmanship. This man doesn't have anything. Didn't she meet him at a pharmacy or something? I mean, he does, and he's not even a pharmacist. I mean, he's just a regular Joe Schmo, nobody who is, capitalizing off the fact that black women want love so much. Like, how does
Mm-hmm.
he run your household and he's using y'all money? Your money pays his bills, not his. I just, oh, he's a king, and oh, the world is so against him, and I love my black cat. What? If he had your money, do you think he would choose you? Hell no.
Nope.
I don't get it. I don't understand
But you
this.
know what? It brings me back to that comment Krishan said when she was talking about how she was giving Blueface all her money. She said, oh, the way it worked with me is, and the women in my family, we go make the money, and then we give the money to the man and let him facilitate the money, and we play the backseat. She
That
said
was
that.
so
She said not just her.
embarrassing.
It was so embarrassed. But the thing is, there's so
But
many women who think like that.
it's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women that think like that though, and it's because I come from a thing. My husband is the provider of my household. I'm a housewife. You know what I'm saying? But when I married my husband, I owned businesses. I did all these things, and I chose to close them things to pursue his business, which has made us a lot of money. But you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? People was like you guys are saying now, people were telling me, oh, you need to not, you're a business owner, you do that, you got this, you got that. Like I didn't need to marry below me. You know what I'm saying?
No.
And to me, I didn't look at it like that. And some women, they don't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Some men you can go from the bottom to the top with. You know what I'm saying? Some men you can do that with. Some you
Not in
can't. It's
2023.
just,
Yeah,
you
I
know what
think
I'm
that
saying?
that
Some you
trope,
can't.
and I appreciate that, but I think that is long gone. Long gone are the
Yeah.
days of men who
Mhm.
will look at you and say, "This is my woman. She's my rock. She was there for me when I didn't have anything." And those men are got one foot in the grave and another one on a banana peel. They're gone. So
Ah! Y'all
it's
don't make
no
me
But
laugh
is
longer
this
that
loud
that.
up in
my
here.
You know,
that's my
unaccomplished
thing?
males,
Is that
they look
who
at black women with such.
is that the
Huh?
elders' fault though? Is that the elders that need to take some responsibility for the men being the way they are and us women? Because we have to take responsibility too on how we raise our young men. And we can't
That's
Absolutely.
always blame it on the fact that there wasn't a father in the house. We cannot always, because some of us was raised with no father in the house. So we cannot always, do you understand what I'm saying? Like we
No,
as
yeah.
black women, we have to take some responsibility on how these young black men are turning out.
Oh yeah. Listen,
Well,
let me say this.
because a lot of us have internalized misogyny. Think about it. When
Yes.
Keke Palmer
That.
said what
Thank
she
you.
said about Trey Songz, it wasn't only black males that were saying, "Oh, she lied, she lied." It was us. It was black women. I don't believe her. Don't nobody want no Keke Palmer. We have internalized misogyny, and we also feel sorry for unaccomplished males. We look at unaccomplished
Mhm.
males, and we think like, "Oh, Jarrell beat him down. I'm gonna be his piece. I was gonna be his. What do they say? I'm gonna speak life into him." We're
Mm,
speaking life into corpses. It's pathetic.
absolutely. Let me say this. I'm with you. Gone are the days of finding a man that who you can build up, because this is what happened. I gotta agree with you on this, sister girl. As black women, we've seen what our parents have done to the pool of black men that we have to pick from, as far as coddling the boys, you know, pushing the girls to be independent and doing so well, but then coddling the boys. I'm talking about all the way from birth date to death date.
Hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
raising our
And
daughters and coddling
raising
our
our,
sons.
but this is how psychology works and how it's crazy. The same black women who resent the mothers for raising the boys like that, they perpetuate the exact same behavior with the men they date. Krishan Rocks, the Keke
Hmm.
Palmers. You don't even realize it because it's subconscious. Subconsciously, you turn around and do the exact same thing that you resent, and it's a trauma response. But I'm saying that to say,
It
like,
is.
you we everybody's at fault, because once you become from a boy to a man or a girl to a woman, trauma, yeah, childhood trauma plays a part, but motherfuckers, there comes a time where responsibility is on teeth.
Thank
So I don't
you.
want to hear you. You can't. It's like,
Hmm.
for instance, I've gone through some things in my childhood, but it ain't never stopped me from being productive. It ain't never stopped me from being a positive citizen. It ain't never stopped me from paying my
Come
bill. You
on,
see what I'm
baby.
saying? And
Come
so
on.
you have to be able to accept some accountability and responsibility for some things as an adult. However, the person is at fault, the parents are at fault, and the women who are dating the men who are allowing them to continue to perpetuate this bullshit is at fault. Everybody's at fault, but it won't stop until somebody put their foot down, or a group of somebody said it in the chat earlier. If black women would close their legs, they would see the amount of power they hold. But see, that's a whole other story. Thank you, Miss Parker, for the super chat. She said, hurt people. You're absolutely right. They absolutely do. I think I missed another one. Hold on. Thank you, Cozy Chronicles, for the super sticker. I really appreciate you. T Bradley, thank you. She said the voodoo not working for me is redirected. I think I said I had that one already. But no, look, this is a situation. I got to get off y'all because it's 11:30 and I'm about to go get my call. But I'm gonna let everybody on the panel say some last words, and then I'm gonna wait. Who deleting comments? Mims, your comment was deleted. What are y'all doing? Mods, what's going on? Y'all not deleting comments again, are y'all? What's going on? Hey, Mims. I was on your live earlier. I saw your live. That's what made me want to go live. And plus, I had like 3 hours to wait on my car. Guys, unless they are cursing people out or being disrespectful as far as like calling people names, do not delete comments, y'all, please. Because I'm getting too many messages from people in my back channels, too many messages from other people telling me you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad. Stop. Stop doing that. And let the people talk, even if you don't agree with it. Let them talk. Unless they calling me a bitch, a hoe, a slut, da 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 da. Let it go. Let it go.
Well,
It is what it is. Let people talk. It's just talking. That's all it is. Is this? Let them people say what they got to say. But what I was about to say, yeah, I got to get off of here because I got to get my car and I got to head all the way up to Baton Rouge to get my daughter who got. Girl, it's a lot going on. But I'm gonna give everybody else around to say, somebody say AI YouTube might be doing it. Queen Revolution said she didn't delete your comment. I don't know what's going on, but look, I'm gonna say this. It may be YouTube, not your mind. It may be. I don't know. Listen, let me say this. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all speak. Everybody on the panel, who is this at the bottom? I can't see. East Ken, what's going on, boo? I forgot about you.
How you doing, love? I was waiting. I had I had something I wanted to say because I'm literally currently going through it, and
Oh,
I just got out of a domestic violence safe house, like literally like 2 weeks ago, and so I wanted to talk about it, but I know you gotta go, so I don't want to take
no,
up
no,
your
no. I
time.
got time. I got time.
Um, it's I.
Yeah, your volume is low. Can you pitch your volume a little?
Can you hear me better now?
It's kind of low still. Are you on a Bluetooth or something?
Um, hold on. Is it still low? Let me see. Is it better now or is it still low? Am
It's
I
still low, and I really want to hear your story. I really, everybody in the chat saying they can't hear you, boo. I really want to hear your story.
Oh goodness,
is
maybe I should.
everybody on mute and can you cut her up on your
Hold on,
end?
I'm about to mute everybody. Hold on.
And somebody got something in the background. So that's probably why too,
Yeah.
Doodoo.
Do you have me playing in the background, East Ken?
Well, I'm on mute. Now I'm off of mute. Is it still
Do you
low?
have the video playing in the background?
Maybe I should cut it off. Let me see.
Yeah, cut it off real quick, and you'll be able to rewind and go back to it. Thank you, DJ Gigi. East Ken, where you went? Oh, she must have made a mistake and jumped off. So until she get back on, I'm gonna let y'all because I want her up here. I want her up here because this the type of stuff we need right here. But Adriana, how do you say your name, baby?
Adrian.
Adriana. I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. How you doing?
All right. I've been watching you for about 3 months now.
Thank you.
You be hitting some points. I gotta give you that. But I wanted to comment on Sister Girl, and she said that who do we blame? This goes back to what you was talking about last night, when we was getting into that deep conversation. They took the men out the home. The white women didn't want us black women thriving with our families. So when they started this women's movement, they took the men out the home and, oh, you can get your welfare, you can get this, you can get that. They took the men out the home. So all of this that's coming out now, this is all a revelation of that. Taking God out of school, taking the men out the home. You can't whoop your child. You can, that's abuse. All of this is just a product of what they created. It's all to tear down the black community. But when it comes down to these men, even though it's not all black men, when it comes down to domestic violence, majority of what you see is black men. We are the poster children for domestic violence. So
Yeah.
with Keke Palmer, I really feel for her, and I hope she don't fall for the "I'm sorry, baby, I'll never do it again," because I'm a victim of domestic violence, and that's the
Yeah.
biggest lie that's ever been told, if this ever been one told.
Yeah.
That's just a sign to say, hey, I'm sorry, I got busted, or I'm gonna face some type of repercussions for it. But just know, next time I'm gonna be a little smarter. That's why he took her phone.
Mm-hmm.
If I take your phone, you can't call nobody. But then it was other people in the house, so it was like, oh shit. Well, okay, well, baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Had it not been anybody there, he would have took that phone and it probably would have been a lot worse than what we're hearing about. But I did watch earlier. They did say that she did get her protective order, and in her protective order, she even named out some of the other things that happened in their relationship earlier on, as far as like uh the the language she uses about her to their child, even though he's only 8 months old, calling her the S word, the C word, the B word, everything but a child of God. Um, he done hit her upside the head. So this situation really needs to be brought to the forefront, and it needs to be talked about a whole lot more because Krishan and Blueface are glorifying it, but it's not a glorious situation. And anybody that's been in that situation knows that this is life or death. And that little cryptic comment, "Oh son, I'll see you soon." She if she ain't got no blicky, she need to get a blicky or some security or security and a blicky. That's all I want to say. Thank y'all.
Okay, I hope y'all can hear me now. Can y'all hear me? No, I can't hear nothing. What's really going on?
Hello, I'm sorry. I've said all that. Let me say this. Let me say this. You still mute. Give me 1 second, East Kim. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize I was muted. Look, black men were not taken out of the home in 1965. I did a live last night that actually showed and said that black women were the primary providers for the homes in 1965. Although 70% of them, more than 70%, was on welfare, only in 1965 they were the sole providers. And if welfare so-called took black men out of the home, where the hell did they go? Because they couldn't take care of themselves. Where did they go? And even let's just say that's the truth. If just because you're not in the home does not mean you can't parent a child. So I just don't like us holding that as a crutch. See, we got to stop listening to black men as to why we have our fault and our children have our fault, because it's never going to be their fault. It's always going to be us. And this is not a gender war channel. I don't want nothing to do with no gender war stuff. I can't stand it. I don't want nothing to do with it because it's very toxic and people get very emotional about it. But let me say this. We have to stop with the narrative that we hear from other men about us and about our kids. Because it just because you're not in the home does not mean you cannot parent. They have people who co-parent effectively every day, 24/7, and they do not cohabitate in the same home. Stop telling each other that and stop telling yourself that, because you have to ask yourself, if welfare could take a man out of the home from his family, that means one or two things. Number one, he wasn't making enough money to provide to make sure that his family could have food on the table, because it ain't like they was getting rich on welfare, because they wasn't. So either number one, he couldn't make enough money to provide for his family, which means hell, the Bible say a man who don't provide or something like that is worse than an imbecile or something like that. So that's number one. Or number two, the number two, if welfare was able to take them out of the home, they shouldn't have been there anyway. Because I tell you what, I talked to my mama about this. My mama had me in the 80s, 83 to be exact, when welfare was rampant. Guess what my daddy said? I don't want my wife on no welfare. My wife's not about to get on no welfare and be getting food stamps, and I gotta, and I gotta be hiding at the house when the people come. No, my daddy went and got him a job and took care of 4 kids. My mama been a stay at home parent for 40 years, so I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. But go ahead, Eve. Ken, I really want to hear your story.
All right, I hope y'all can hear me better. Can you hear me better?
It's low, but
It's
go
low, but
ahead.
go ahead. Oh, I'm so sorry,
I'm gonna mute
guys. I'm gonna
myself.
mute myself. I don't know what's wrong or what happened. I'm I don't know. I'm sorry. But I have literally been in this. It happened in July. I never forget it. July the 5th, the day after the 4th. I got I had to be hospitalized, and I was in the hospital for almost a week. And right after, that wasn't the first, obviously, because I was with him for I've been with him. Well, I was with him for, I'm nervous. I'm sorry. 7, 8 years, and so that was just the last time. And after that, I couldn't. I knew I couldn't go back. I could. I had to. Um. Yeah. So immediately after leaving the hospital, they brought me to a shelter, and I wasn't allowed to know the location, and I wasn't allowed to give out the location, and I was in there for 3 months. That's why I literally just got out of it, and during that process, I lost my job because I couldn't go back to work. Um, my kids had to go stay with my mom, so I didn't even. Um, it's been a lot. It's been really, really, really hard. It's been really. Um, this is a really important subject because a lot of people don't get to don't really get to make it out of it, and it got to the point where I thought I wasn't gonna make it out of it. And I got that too a lot. 'Cause when I first went to ask for help, people would always say, "Oh, I know you did something. What did you do? Because my mouth is slick. My mouth is slick." But I made up my mind that I wasn't going. I never put my hands on them because I knew I can't beat you. I could try, but I can't beat you. And I did try a few times, and it never worked out in my favor. So I don't like that aspect of people always saying, "Well, what did you do? What did you say? How was you acting?" There's nothing I said that was that bad that would make you take a bat to me. It's nothing that bad that I said that would make you. Isn't It's never okay. And I'm sorry if y'all can't hear me that good, and I'm sorry if I'm emotional. I'm I'm really it's a lot. It's a lot, and I appreciate being able to come here and feeling safe enough to talk about it. I'm getting myself back together now. I got my kids back. I just moved into a new place. Um, I'm looking for a new job. I'm in a new area. I don't have contact with anybody that I used to have. So I'm like literally, I feel so alone because I don't have contact with any of the friends because we have mutual friends. I don't have contact with a lot of my family because unfortunately a lot of my family, they shunned me. They didn't help me. They didn't believe me. Um it's been really hard, but I'm staying positive, and I'm just glad that I was able and I was fortunate enough because being in that shelter, I met so many women who were going through it, and a lot of them didn't. It was one lady, he blinded her. He blinded her. Like, she was blind, and I feel so grateful to that. I know it took me, I feel stupid. I feel ashamed that it took me so long to like get away from it and to do something about it. And it took for me to be in the hospital and almost lose my life and lose my kids. before I did something, but um, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm crying. I'm so sorry. Um, I think that this needs to be more of a serious topic because people look at it in our community. They don't look when you look at domestic violence. Is a lot. It's a picture of a clear woman crying, and everybody has sympathy, and everybody cares. But when you look at it from a black woman's perspective, everybody thinks that it's just something normal. Like, oh, you did something, or you deserved it, or it had to be you. It had to be something you did to make him act like that. And it's such a stigma, and it's so bad. And I don't want people to suffer in silence, especially black women, because we go through enough. We go through a lot on a daily basis of having to deal with the world, and then we come home and we can't even have peace at home. But I'm gonna go because I don't want to be too emotional, and I know you have to go. But thank you for um thank you for hearing me, and thank you for doing this, and I appreciate you so much. And I have my kids and we got a new place, and I gotta start all over from scratch, like literally from scratch with everything. But I'm so blessed just to be able to have a roof over my head and not have to worry about coming home and getting my ass whipped. So thank you. I'm gonna drop down. Okay.
Eve, thank you. You have no idea how many people you helped in this chat. Do me a favor, inbox me on Instagram. You got my Instagram?
I don't have an Instagram anymore.
Okay. What you have Discord?
I'm in your Discord.
Shoot me a direct message in Discord. Okay, when we get off of here.
Okay.
And I love you and stay positive. And I'm so happy you're okay. And listen, starting over is the beginning of a beautiful end. I'll just say that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you, boo.
Bye bye.
Oh Jesus. You know the reason that testimony right there was so important, y'all, is because it's one thing to talk about it in the past tense. It's one thing to feel like, oh, this happened to me, because there's a level of trauma you tend to get over. You see what I'm saying? Because you've been able to work on it. That's what we need to hear. This young lady is going through it right now. She got kids. When I left, I literally sold all my furniture out of my house and packed my car up with my clothes, and I left. I put my brand new living room set on Craigslist to get out of there. My bedroom set, all of it went on Craigslist. People was calling me, couldn't believe I was selling it for as cheap as I was selling it for, because I just had to go. But it hurts and it sucks and it's scary as hell when you getting in that car. And I didn't have no small babies at the time. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't imagine having multiple kids, but it hurts when you getting in the car and you gotta figure out, shit, I don't have none but the clothes on my back. It's scary. It's also scary. I don't know if this nigga gonna come behind me. It's so many things run between your head. So many things. And I feel like it was very important for us to have this conversation and for us to end it with that, because that's the type of conversation that we need to have. To see, this is why I get triggered so much when I see the ratchet bullshit, because I know that all of that leads to this, all of it. Because even if it doesn't affect you as a woman, it affects the men, because they stupid. They think, oh, it's cool. Oh, Blueface. Remember, I can't remember what other rapper that was that hit his old lady. And the first thing he said was, well, Blueface be his bitch. You have to understand how this shit is affecting us as a family, as a culture. As a culture. This isn't just a one-off. This isn't just about Krishan. This isn't about Suki. This isn't just about uh Glorilla. This is a cultural effect. DV has been going on in the black space for ages, long before social media, in the 18, before everything. But it has never been perpetuated the way that it's being perpetuated today. And like I told this one time at my job, somebody was sexually assaulted, and I said something to the people, and this was a clear woman. And they looked at us and said, well, they're not gonna do it again. And it was some heinous shit. And you know what I told that clear man? I said, nobody cares until it's your wife or your daughter on the other end receiving it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all that to say, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I feel so bad for Eve Ken. Eve Ken, I love you. I got all full support for you. I want you to hit me up in the Discord. I want you to hit me up in the Discord, and I'm gonna see what we can do to help you out on your journey, because I ain't had nobody to help me out, and it would be, even if I got to help you out personally, I want to see what I could do. Yes, Steph, she needs some therapy as well. But I want to see how we can help you out, and our life coach on your journey, because this is the type of stuff that we need to hear. I appreciate every single one of y'all that came up here, everybody in the channel, everybody in the back chat, everybody who sent me a super chat. Some people sent me super chats yesterday, but shout out to Monique sent me a $10 super chat. I think Sister Girl sent me a super chat yesterday. I don't want to exit the screen and then it exit the live. Come on, it breaks my heart. She said it literally breaks my heart. My prayers go out to you, baby girl. Ecstatic you got out, but God has many blessings in store for you. Exactly. It's the beginning of the beautiful future. I didn't want to say end, but the beautiful future. You know, black women, like beautiful, I forgot her name, said earlier, pour that energy into each other and these kids. If we were pouring that energy, because the niggas gonna nigga. We know that. If we pour that energy If we pour that energy into these kids, we wouldn't have to worry about how sexy rate is affecting the culture. We wouldn't have to worry about how Sukiana is around here talking about getting her coochie scratched. Or if Blueface and Krishan fighting is going to make my kids think that that's okay. Pour your energy into yourself. Another black woman, that was a great quote. Pull yourself together for you. Pull your energy into the next black woman, into your kids. And with that, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Y'all give me about 10 minutes. Well, give me a little minute. I gotta make sure that I get the blicky off here. I can't risk the blicky getting on here. The next thing you know, they banning me from YouTube. So I'm gonna have to private the video as soon as I exit out. But I will repost it, you guys. Thank y'all so much. Yes, Belinda, you'll see me Monday for the jokes. Thank you, Robin. Thank you to everybody who came out. Thank you to my mods. Y'all, please like the video on the way out. I love each and every one of y'all. This is why this channel purposely is a black women space. This is why we are pro black women over here, because that's what matters to me. I love each and every one of y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful weekend. Eve Kim, please don't forget to DM me, and I'll see y'all later. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up! Come on, Blaze up!
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, also for your boy, fix it for your boy, drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Mr. Karen, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.